Compton crazy mother named Ice Cube. From the gang called Fellers with Attitudes. When I'm called off, I got a soda. Squeeze the trigger and bodies are hauled off. You too, boy, if you're with me. The police are gonna have to come and get me off your ass. That's how I'm going out. For the punk mothers, they're going out.
That's it, Scuba Pete, and another Christmas gone. Another one. Do you get sad this time of year? I do. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's you get that post-Christmas partum depression.
I saw a thing yesterday off Matt. Zero Hunt Toys put in the group. He's taking his tree down and everything Boxing Day. You see it? So he had his front room and he's all gone, and he said, "Shabby, trees back at loft." I thought it's the day after. It's the day after. So it was funny that I just thought, wow, there's some people out there that can't wait to put it away in there. Do you know what I mean? Like, but anyway, tell me about your Christmas. What did you do?
So we were much more low-key for Christmas than they were Thanksgiving. We had 3 destinations on Thanksgiving, 3 large meals. So I spent Thanksgiving, like eating tiny scoops of everything, knowing that in 2 to 3 hours I was going to have to eat again. So.
The worst thing is about that, though, you're right, especially when it comes to our age, you're going to feel heartburn or you're going to get ill, but you still do it.
Yeah, you're like, screw it. So this Christmas Eve, we went out for a nice fancy steak dinner with the kiddos and their Haley's in-laws. So we had a big time. Cocktails and, had a great server at the steakhouse who was like, "Oh, you guys are fun."
That's what you need, isn't it? Yeah.
So it was just, we had a raucous time. And then we came back and watched Christmas movies in the fancy theater.
Oh, man. Right. Well, for me, Scuba Pete, it's been a Lacey Chabot Christmas. Well, I always liked too when she was a kid and she was in Lost in Space. Remember that film, Lost in Space, with Matt LeBlanc? She was in that. And I really liked her in Party of 5 with Matthew Fox and Scott Wolf and all that sort of stuff. And she played that the younger sister in that. And then I saw her about a year ago in a Hallmark movie. But she's like the queen of Hallmark movies, isn't she?
She is the queen of right there. Like, oh. I was maybe watching one of her movies last night.
You see, you're lucky though, because your missus loves him, my missus hates him. But I love him. How many would you say Hallmark Christmas movies have you watched this year?
30, 40. I mean, I'm not even kidding. Like, you flop on the couch and it's like, what do you want to watch? And be like, well, let's see what's on Hallmark or Netflix or
that's one of the best things about that Fire Stick, isn't it? So you just go search Hallmark and then you can get them from Peacock
or
from
Netflix, Lacey Chabert, and you're like,
there's something about her. I don't know.
I'm right there with you.
Yeah, she's all right. Taste a little
easy on the eyes.
Very easy on the eyes. But anyway,
holiday spirit.
So you had a good Christmas overall, yeah?
Yeah, very relaxed and nothing crazy. No drama llama, any of that. When you get together with family, it can be
we had a good one for that. Yeah, we had a good one. Yeah, it was good for that. Yeah. Everyone gets on in the house, so that was pretty good. But you're lucky because you like your in-laws, don't you? Get on great with your in-laws, so
fairly. Yeah.
No, I mean with your daughters.
Haley's like peas in a pod. Let's go. So let's rewind, because we have like Leslie's side of the Christmas early, and then we had mine yesterday.
Yeah.
So we get together for Leslie's and it's just bedlam mayhem. I mean, there's well,
everywhere.
Everybody got from her folks. I don't know if you've all seen it. I don't know what the hell you call it, but it's a adjustable band that goes on your head with a elastic string to a foam punch ball, and it's super annoyingly not fun. But everybody got one, and the girls got pink.
Did you try it though?
Oh yeah, I tried it, and I'm just like, here, cat toy.
Well, that's what we're saying. It's funny that because we were saying before we came on as toy collectors, it's funny what people buy us thinking would be interesting.
Yeah, you'll love this. Huh?
Oh, this jigsaw. Shabby will love this. And I'm like, I've been a jigsaw for years. But anyway, we're here tonight, Scuba Pete, because I was thinking last night, I thought, well, no one's on this weekend. There's no Stu. There's no, there was no ZSR on Friday.
Yeah.
So I thought, you know what? You know, we've all had Christmas out of the way. And whether you're massive Christmas or not, everybody gets something or buys themselves something for Christmas.
Yep.
So I thought, why don't we do a Christmas present stream? Show us what you got for Christmas. So what I'll do is in about 5-10 minutes or so, I'm going to put a link in the chat, and you're more than welcome to come on. You don't have to. It doesn't have to be professional. Like I said, you're with me and Scuba. Just come on, show us what you got for Christmas. But I've got a couple of pictures and everything else. But before we get to that, Pete, we better get caught up with chat. So, G-Force is here. Oppie's here.
Hello, Oppie. Karen?
Keith's night. Oh, bad day for Keith's night today. And West Ham lost today.
It's a sad day.
Sad day. Good old Gaps here. Excuse me, I've got a frog in my throat. I apologise. TJC's here. Wow,
and
loads
Jace,
of people have been done.
If he's still up.
And Jace, I saw that little lad making his
building the Lego.
His Lego, yeah. Jumpy's here. Well, we've got to talk about Lego tonight, haven't we? So we both got. It's weird how me and you did some stuff. So I mean, I'll show you this for example, right? So I'll show you something that what happened to me and Pete this morning. But where is it? Here it is. Right. So I was talking to Pete this morning, and I said to our Scuba, "What did you get? You know, what did you get for Christmas?" And we were talking about it. And he goes, "Oh, and I also got some smelly stuff, right?" So I went, "Oh, all right, fair enough." And this is what Scuba Pete got, right, which is right there. So Scuba Pete gets a bottle of Ocean, gets the Aqua di Gio, and gets the Ocean stuff like that. And I was like, "That is the weirdest thing," because this is what I got.
Wait for it. We're living parallel lives.
It's just so weird. I got exactly the same stuff. And then when you showed me that shower towel, I thought, I'm sure I've got that too. And I've just run out of it, which I did, which is right there. The Ocean.
Good stuff. I'm trying to give Adam Barry a run for his money. I am.
But how weird is that we both get exactly the same? So, so in other words, if you ever go to a convention and you sniff up, you probably smell me and Scuba. We smell exactly the same. So
a tidal wave of Ocean. Yep, I had to make that quick and dirty.
Oh, that's absolutely brilliant.
It's our new ad for Ocean and Aqua di Gio.
So there we are. Oh, brilliant. Absolutely giving our side run for his money there. That is brilliant. Des is here. How you, Des? Hey, Des. Super awesome. Hey. I love the way he does that, don't you?
I know.
Hey. Absolutely brilliant. Thanks, John. Epic's here. I'm Epic Badger.
What's up, Badger?
Wow, mate. Everybody's turned up. Oppie, super awesome. I'll just try and get down here. Hi, Zoe. But you'll see Zoe tomorrow night. We've got a Tub Thumpers Gallery Part 2. And like I said to Scuba before, I won't be playing. I promise I won't play that music over and over again. I'll change it up. I just didn't realise. It's just whenever it's our size face. Because like the rest, I think other people are like, won't say anything. Our side will tell me straight away. It's like, Shabby, if you play that music
one more time.
I just didn't think
normally it's no big deal. It's once a week, if that. And
I just can't believe. Yeah, well, that's what it was, Pete. Because I usually it's like a 1 minute 33. That's what it is. 1 minute 33. So every time you watch a gallery, you know it's that. And the reason we do it that way because then the sign knows how many pictures to send and everything else. And what I didn't do, I didn't watch all the galleries. I just stuck them in StreamYard.
Yeah.
Just downloaded them. Not really.
Easy peasy.
Even I did, Scuba. About the 10th one, I was like, "Oh, I hope no one gets a bit pissed off with it."
Yeah, because I was working and driving, so I'd finished, at this account, and so now I'm in the car and I've got an hour drive, so I'm like, perfect. In the audio level, which was nothing, the recorded music was much louder.
I am
so the conversation. I had it turned up, but every time it cut to the music, it scared the shit out of me while I was like, "No."
Stop it and get that Shabby to Stupid phone. Shabby, turn that effing music off. Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry, dude.
Hey, Emma.
It's just so it was weird, wasn't it? Hiya, Keith. So I think everybody had a nice. So far, everybody had a nice Christmas from what I heard of, and we've done some great streams. We did the Christmas decoration. We've got to do that again next year. I love that.
That's going to become a new staple.
And like I said, it's definitely a staple between me, you, and Leslie, because I couldn't have thought of two people who love Christmas. Probably Stephanie, you know what I mean? But you two absolutely love Christmas. So I thought that was just a treat for me. And it was one of my favorite streams to do because it was just so weird, Pete, having a look at everybody's houses from around the world. Now they decorate differently. Do you know what I mean? And how things were different. You had some tacky ones done and you had some classy ones done and all that. And I just, this is brilliant. I love it all.
Gave me some ideas. I'm like, oh, wow.
It was awesome. So I love that. ISI, so our size poorly. Poorly.
Hope you're feeling better, even if it's slightly.
There's nothing worse. It's like, I think it's like when you come back from a convention or something like Christmas, eventually it just catches up with you, doesn't it? And you're like, oh, yeah. You know what I mean? I reckon that's
bread is real.
So get better soon, our side. Get better soon. Scuba eating tiny scoops of things until he was thrown out of the restaurant.
You go now. You've been here for 3 hours.
How much have you ate this Christmas, Scoobs?
So we had that huge steak dinner, and it was like, all right, let's do this, with big salad, and we had shrimp cocktail and a big fat steak, and then I got dessert, cheesecake, and then the next day was prime rib, and I once again was like, and everybody's like, going back again, and I'm like, hell yeah! I'm like, it's prime rib.
I know, but it's like what we just said. You know what's going to happen. You're going to be up all night. You're going to be tired. You're going to be this, that.
You know what's really bad, Shabby, is there's this slot that I have to fit into to get to a filter at work, and it does not move. It is steel. Right. It's only so big, and it's tight. It's tight. I'm like,
wenching it. Leslie, hand me that butter.
I'm like Chris Farley in there,
Brilliant. That's a great story. Brilliant. Jumpy's here, are you, Jumpy?
Hey, Jumpy.
Wow, everyone's coming. Hey, all. Everyone, we did, you did. And like I said, so if you want to come on and just show us what you got for Christmas, me and Pete will just go through ours. And then just come on and show us what you got for Christmas. Let's have a look. Tip of the chat. Yeah, it's good to see you, RSI.
Yep.
Nothing worse is there's one of my favorites.
Oh, she's done with her massage.
Has she? Have you ever had a massage? I've never had one.
I have. In Mexico, we've done like couples massages because I'm like separately. That's just
you sure you want to tell this story? You know what I mean?
Oh, it was outside in a bungalow, like in public. With like some feathery drapey.
It's not the other story you wanted.
Not that story.
Involving cowboy boots. I don't know. I've never had one, and it's easy for me to turn around and go, "Oh well," you know what I mean. But I can't really say because I've never had it. Is it good? Is it worth it?
It's really good. Once you just relax and kind of just go with it, and so this lovely Mayan lady,
right?
They're small in stature. She could hurt you. Like she was like, oh, is that and you're like, oh, yeah. But afterwards, you're just like pudding. Just hey.
So what does it do? Just like loosens you up or something?
You literally just kind of turn to pudding, to jelly, and all you want to do is lay down and take a nap, and then you wake up for dinner and you're like, hell yeah! I mean, everything's loose. And,
brilliant.
Well, smell nice with the the coconut oils or whatever they've used. What's up, Ricardo?
Oh, look at that! No Hallmark films for me. Love a bit of horror at Christmas. Apparently, that I want to see that. I said I'm going to see it. I'm going to wait till it comes out. I'm not going to that Nosferatu or something. It's weird having a big horror film like that for Christmas, wasn't it? But it's I can't wait to see that. To be honest, so
did you watch Red One?
Which one was that? No, I haven't watched it yet. No, I'll probably want to watch it. So
is it very good? I enjoyed.
Oh, all right, okay, brilliant. No, my Suki took for a Christmas gift. They took my two younger kids to see Sonic 3 and they loved it. So they went there and boxing.
Sonic movies are great.
I've never seen one of them. But so you've seen them then?
Seen 1 and 2. Yep.
Well, they just saw the third one and they loved it. Absolutely loved it. Shabby threw Scuba into the in-law minefield. So Shabby, as you're in the States, did you have? I always do it. Yeah. I mean, listen, it's the same as England. It's called Boxing Day, and you usually, Pete, you'll go and see relatives you haven't seen. But because none of my relatives are here, we just went out for the day. I'm a person, I've said this before, Scoobs. I don't know about you. I don't like going anywhere for Christmas. I like being at home. Jen's always wanted to like do a hotel or anything around Christmas, and I've always like, I don't know about that. But that's, I suppose, have you ever been away for Christmas, Pete?
We have stolen away before Christmas multiple times, and this year was no exception. We boogied down to Nashville for a long weekend, 2 weekends before Christmas, and coming back, I told Leslie, I'm like, I know we only went down for basically like 2.5 days, but I said I feel like we went away for a week because we changed the scenery. We got to stay in a nice Airbnb.
Oh, nice.
Eat at different restaurants. Hang out with some friends, do a little toy hunting, antiquing. It's just fun to get away. And we've done Florida, like lockdown 2020.
Yeah.
We all flew down to Key West. And then we stayed. Yeah. So Florida was open for business, all of 2020. They were like, lockdown, schmockdown, come on.
Yeah.
And so we went, the 6 of us down there, and stayed at Hawks Cay.
Oh, okay.
Look it up on YouTube. Hawks Cay.
Right.
Great little resort in the Florida Keys. And we ate seafood every night, and there was hardly anybody there. So we had like the run of the place.
You like seafood, don't you? You like it.
I love it. I have no trouble taking care of it and eating it.
I suppose if you know what you're doing with it, I suppose. I don't know anything about seafood. Nothing. And, consider I'm born by the ocean as well. Do you know what I mean? About half a mile from the sea.
I'm not shellfish. I'll share my love of seafood with you.
I see what you did there. Joe Jenkins says, my mother-in-law said she would dance on my grave. I said, that's fine. I'm getting buried at sea. Anyway, first person I want to show you, Pete, is Mr. Whitehouse. So Scott can't make it tonight because, like we've been discussing, he's got family around. But this is what Scott Whitehouse got for Christmas. So he got a Star Trek Wrath of Khan, the making of the classic film. Oh, that's pretty cool. I'd have that.
Book. That's way cool.
And this is the back of it with everybody on it. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
He got this, but what is that? What's that?
That's a tricorder.
What's a tricorder? Is it sort of like a mobile phone using Star Trek?
Yeah. Well, that's where, they would flip up. Like, that's from, if I remember right, I think that's from TNG.
He's a big Next Generation fan because he got this, whoever this guy is.
Q. Yeah. Very cool.
So you got a Q figure. Super 7 makes Star Trek figures. I never knew that.
They've got licenses for flipping everything.
He got a Vincent Price. That's cool. That's Super 7. It's done like the old Remco ones, isn't it?
That's why I was like, it's totally done like the Remco. That is kick-ass.
And it glows in the dark, Pete.
Yeah, which, the Remco, the second wave, they all had a glow feature. They're a little chunk of change. What are you doing with $50, $60, $100 per figure?
Warriors in Scarlet he got, and what is that? Arnhem Black Tuesday.
Right on.
Arnhem. Well, he's into books in the R. Scott, so just make sure that Adam doesn't steal him. You know what I mean?
Right, yeah. Well, they didn't come from a library, so he's safe.
It's more of it's like a military thing here, isn't it? Casino and Operation Biting. You got some good stuff. And what's this? Have you ever heard of this? Mini horror quiz collection.
No. Sounds frightening. By Killen H. Gore.
He loves his what is it though? Doesn't he? He loves his horror, does Scott? Which is you want to think
cool.
to look at
twist. Yeah, it's not my cup of tea. But,
let's have a look. I was the same age difference between my ex-wife and her mum. Okay, G4. Okay. We all know that women who are close become in sync, but now we know Shabby and Scuba are too. We always have been me and Scuba. I just found it. It's just.
I was like, you're kidding me.
Because one of the things that me and Scuba did get, that was the same, was here it is.
Oh yeah.
We both got. Let me just make myself bigger. Sex Scoops. We both got this.
Such a great fake Lego set.
I mean, I've got to admit, so Scuba gets in touch with me about what, September, something like that, and he goes, Shabby, look at this. So I looked it up, and it was a Christmas story thing, and at the time it was on the Chinese website, wasn't it, Scuba? Oh, it's that Chinese website and so forth. And I just thought, well, I'll have a look at it. And I thought, there's no way I'm going to get it in time. I've got to book it. I've got to get this, that it's going to come from China. Then I've got to do all this. So I showed it Jen. I just had a quick glance to show it Jen. And she got it for me for Christmas. I was absolutely over, because I asked for 3 things, and that wasn't one of the things I asked for.
Nice.
So that was like a bonus. But I tell you what,
it in.
I mean, I've got some. You've made it as well. I didn't want to put my pictures up till you made it, because I'd started making it, but then I realized, oh shit, Scuba's got these 2.
I had so much fun building that all day Thursday, and then finished it
brilliant.
Like the next night.
No, I didn't go to bed till I finished it. It was like 1:30 in the morning. I thought I was determined to make it for Christmas.
What happened to me was I was working on the 2nd floor, and I had a piece, where the snow falls up on top of the porch roof, and I had a piece fall in behind the snow against the wall of the house. I had to turn it to get that piece out. Yeah. And then all this stuff started falling out of the living room. The Christmas tree fell out, and I'm like, I was like, I need to walk away. It was almost Eternia breaking, kind of like, son. And I was like, nope, I've been too close to this project. I'm setting it down. I'm coming back at a later date.
But I think that's what it is. I've never had knockoff Lego except for that Walmart radio I bought last year. And that was only a £5. That's why I bought it. And I thought, yeah, that'll be okay. But I tell you what, so this is what it is, isn't it, Pete? This is it right here.
Yep.
And for them people that don't know, it's the Christmas from the film A Christmas Story. And I just think it's perfect, don't you, Pete? I mean, I really
it's spot on. They did so many nods to the movie inside. You've got Gavin's, his dad's hat, on the hat rack, decoder ring, and the instructions up in the toilet. Boy's Life magazine on his dresser. The paper with A++, where he's dreaming.
And that's what I said to you. We wrote, and I said the amount of Easter eggs.
I'm glad that you posted this. The light package it comes with, which for those who aren't Lego aficionados, Lego typically doesn't come with a light package, but there's lots of third parties that are doing it. But that's another chunk of change. Like, what are you doing with $50-$60 if you catch it, for a good price?
Well, I wet myself at first, because when I saw the lights, I thought, oh, what the Francis? No way.
Right? Yeah. Like, how's this going to go?
So I took my time and I worked it out. And as you can see, I got them in. But you put a light. I saw your picture of this, and you put a light I forgot I had a touch screen. You put a light there, didn't you? In the actual corridor.
The porch light.
There. The porch light. And I thought that was a cool idea.
Yep. I kind of did a little running mod to mine.
Even the phone.
The phone, Red Ryder BB gun, Ralphie's bunny suit.
It was just a great set, wasn't it? It really was. And I like the way the lights were pretty simplistic to do. But even that lamp outside, all you do is turn it on. It's like a battery one, isn't it, Pete?
Yep, it's got a couple little batteries in there, and I mean, it looks so good at night. I'm glad you've got dark pictures to show off how lovely these look. I want to kind of have it up all year round on a shelf.
I put it on. That's what I'm going to do. I stuck it on my TV stand, and it's right there. And the wire was long enough for the USB just to stick in, wasn't it? So
it wasn't this little short pigtail. No. You've got a little bit to work with, which is quite nice.
Well, yeah.
But again, for what, $80?
If that, and then that's the nicest thing is that Jem found it on Amazon of all places.
Yeah, you didn't have to lock up your debit card because you bought it off a weird Chinese website like I did.
Did yours come in time though? Did you get yours in time?
Yeah. But it did lock up my my debit card for a day. Leslie had to call the bank.
Nightmare. Got my brother's 100 in Lego vouchers, so now he's only short of about 150 for the Titanic. Oh yeah, that's really nice. Hello, Leslie.
Say hello to your Shabby.
Hi, Shabby.
Hi, pal.
She brought me a cappuccino. Thanks.
You're welcome. Have a good one. Good stream.
Let's have a look. Oh, my evil company produced the aftershave as a mind
control. It did say GA Enterprises, and I wondered who made Ocean, but now we know.
Look at that! My Decembers are already down. My decorations are already down and put away Friday. When you're taking yours down, Pete, I don't know whether to take mine down. I might just leave mine up all year. Just
We'll drop like so through this weekend. We'll keep the decorations in the yard.
Hi, Gerard.
Through New Year's, and then those will go away. But the Christmas tree, that baby's gonna stay up till probably end of January, February.
I think so. I mean, I've only had it up for what? By the time I take it down, about 4 months. That's all right. That's enough.
Yeah.
September, October, November, December.
I freaking love. Like, if you haven't watched the Chasing 80s Christmas special, shameless plug.
Yeah,
I talk about
Loved
multicolored lights on a Christmas tree, and that is like my favorite thing. And so I love, because I'm old, like, several of us are getting. So you get up several times in the middle of the night.
Yeah,
if you get my drift. And to see it lit down the hall, you're like, nice.
That's what I mean. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's still that fuzzy, warm feeling. Maybe it's because you have to go potty. I don't know.
Everyone was asking me about the Chasing 80s. Have you watched it yet, Shabs? But I always wait till Christmas Eve to watch it. Always. Oh, nice. And so I did it again this year. I waited till Christmas Eve to watch it. And then I watched Chris and those two fellas sing Little Drummer Boy. That was brilliant.
That's
was
his
really
brother
good.
And his dad.
That's his brother, because I remember the younger video when they were showing it from 88.
They haven't changed a bit.
Looks exactly like him. Do you know? Yep. He hasn't changed. So I love Chasing 80s. I've always what you lads do there. It's just a nice channel. Do you know what I mean? It's just
Parker talking about his dad taking him on the tube with the pickup truck and a rope.
Yeah. And you saw that picture of his dad with that semi truck. I just thought that's awesome. That is brilliant. So BOE's turned up. Chris has turned. MLD's turned up. Let's have a look. Travels with Jason. Good old Jeff Morris. Hi, Jeff. Nice to see you. Everyone's turned up. We're nearly 50 in the chat already. So we appreciate that, fellas. We really do.
Yeah,
that's really nice of you. Let's have a look. Congrats. I'm just gonna get down here a bit. My action figure had a massage. What the hell are you doing with your action figures? Let's have a look.
Sometimes you have to do that, Gap. If they're vintage figures, they get a little sticky, and you got to give them a little bath and kind of clean them up.
I rejoined the gym I did on the 20th of December, and I realized I need extra help. You'll lose it. It's like I said, listen, I've been at it all year, and
you've got a good habit going.
Yeah, I have, but I have let it go. But it's my mum's fruitcake and Bakewell tarts and all that stuff my mum sent, and Si sent, and Claire sent. I was like, oh. But
Marie is a magic baker.
I have that thing though where you think, I've got to get back on track. I've got to get back on my. So I'm eating this much. I sat there, 6 mince pies. Oh, I might as well open the Bakewells while I'm here and that kind of thing.
More milk.
Oh, talking about Anne-Marie, there she is. Hi, Mum.
Hi, Marie.
Oh, let's have a look. Hey, Anne-Marie. So sorry we didn't get to see. Yeah, it was a shame what happened to me mum and Si on Friday, but you'll see them.
That sucks.
Yeah, it's a shame because my mum made loads of cakes and stuff, and she was going to send them, And
so wait, she's got a load of cakes. I've got to go. Look, Leslie, book a flight.
I get on it, Leslie. I watched all the Hellraisers movie on Christmas Day. Did you Hellraisers? Yeah.
Okay, so I think this is a good segue into one of my first holiday gifts.
Okay.
And this came from Ron Viscotes. And it is also a Super 7, but it's Freddy Krueger done as a Motu figure.
That is awesome.
And it's really cool because he was like, I don't know if you'd like these or not. And I'm like, dude, he's cool. He also got me Pinhead, which is a really cool sculpt on him. But Freddy means a lot to Leslie and I because this is the very first movie we ever saw together on our basically first date.
You went to see Nightmare on Elm Street on your first
date? In 3D, and it was more of a scheduled thing because I worked at the movie theater.
Yeah.
And I was meeting her and her friend, and we were going to go out and hang out the day before I was leaving to go to university. And so that's what played in the time slot that we needed. But, we'll always have a little bit of Freddy in our heart.
Not here. Hey, have you guys on screen been hoping you've had some Red Army pumps? They're on the way. So our side sent me two.
Yeah.
the parcel I've just got was all the stuff my mum sent, was all chocolates and the cookies and so forth. And the next parcel I get is all the stuff from England, like the toys and the stuff that people have sent in and so forth. So yeah, it's definitely, as soon as it gets here, BOE, I'll let you know straight away. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll just start now then, because we're you capping away. So I'll just show you some of the things that I got this year. So yesterday, I had a $50 voucher as well, and I found Mantenna.
Oh.
So it was in that Hero Source Toys, you know, that guy from Geek Dad Life. He
Yep.
opened his store. Me and G-Force went, and
Great
I found. So I found Mantenna.
Oh, that's kick ass.
I found another superpowers. I'm only missing, you know, because there's 42 of these now
Yeah,
already.
they came on strong.
Yeah, and I'm missing 4 of them, but
Cool.
I keep buying them every time I see them. So yeah, I got a Pizarro. Now I got loads of Black Series and so forth, but I'll put pictures. I'm not going to go through all that and show you all the Black Series and stuff. I'll just show you the big stuff I wanted. So, oh yes,
You're gonna need a bigger shelf.
I was dying for this. See, you've heard me say it a million times, Scoobs. I like getting a Lego set for Christmas. And this year I got 2 anyway, you know, the Christmas one and this. But for him to make a Jaws thing, I think just that is so impressive. So I got Jaws off good old Jenny.
Yeah. She knows how to pick for you.
My little boy loves these. He wanted to collect something with his dad, and he's even set them up all Kobe on his shelf like his dad does. So we both buy, and I needed a few more of these, and these were $4 at Walmart, so I just got a couple of them.
Nice.
For $4. So I've finished. The only one I'm missing now is the orange Mario, but apart from that, but he's done him. He's got them all, so he's
That's
done
cool.
really well.
Cobes is into it. I love it.
I think he saw me and Lucy doing it with the He-Man, and he wanted to do it. Do you know what I mean? So
yeah.
We did it with the Mario, and yeah, so that I'm not really a big Mario fan, but it's nice having that. That's the reminder of me and my little boy doing it, if you will.
I loved your pictures from your day out the other day.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, it was nice. We went to Southern Pines, which was a place in North Carolina, and they just opened a brand new Target. So I'll show you what I got in that Target in a sec. But this came from Mattel. So I mean, from Big Bad Toy Store. And it all glows in the dark. So I was really happy that came for Christmas, if you will. So that was nice. I found this for $20 in that Target.
Really?
$20. I thought, I'm having that for $20.
Yeah,
I think,
for
what,
20?
39? Yeah, so.
Yeah, that was a $40 set, wasn't it?
It was a $40 set, yeah. Look what else they had in Target. The new Stranger Things. So I've got them both now. Skeletor came with a Demigorgon, and he comes with Venka, I think his name is. But if you look at the actual armor, can you see the horns and stuff on the armor?
Yeah. Oh, that's wicked.
So yeah, that's
right up your alley, eh?
Yeah. So I've got my masters. I'll show you 2 more things. Oh no, I'll show you 3 more things. So I got all those Black Series, but like I say, you can just see on the side what they got. So I got a ton of Black Series. Yeah, I did really well with the Black Series. One of the things I really wanted and I got was this.
Oh yeah, that is a kick-ass set. I love it.
So that's it. I've got them all now. So every pop culture car that Playmobil have done, I've got them all. So this was the last one I needed. So good old Jen. I know. I think Suki got me that for Christmas.
Need to commission Keith Knight to build us all TC choppers.
Yeah.
I'm willing to pay a good price. I know you don't like to do commissions with the pressure of now you have to make it, but I'm just saying.
Just get on it, Keith. Get on it.
Yeah, just get on.
Right. So I've got 2 more things to show you. Then I'm
make some good money in your retirement. Just saying.
No, we're not paying him.
Oh, you just think that.
So, right. I found this. Wait to see this.
I can hear Keith yelling from here.
So do you remember these?
Yes.
So these are from 1983, and the story ones. The cassette doesn't even look like it's been touched. You know, it's still on the thing. But look inside. It's like a storybook for kids, but look at that. It's all immaculate.
Yeah, usually you've got somebody that broke out a crayon and started color in, or
look at that. That's in a kid's book. Come here. So I found that, and then the last thing I'm going to show.
Oh yeah,
Is
very nice.
the funniest thing about that, I think about 12 of us got that, didn't we? I know
Yeah.
Rob did, I know Matt did, and all that side did. I don't really collect the helmets. I've got quite a few of them, but I only collect
pick
the
and choose. But
you can't say no to a biker scout helmet. You can't, can you? So
I got the when Big Bad Toy Store, I'm pointing to it over there, did the I guess they found more stock of just the Stormtrooper. I was like, I'm in, and it was, I don't know, $90. So
that's not bad at all.
I got that, Captain Rex, and the Biker Scout helmets. That's my.
So
that's
you got
my
the
helmet.
biker scout helmet as well?
Oh yeah, yeah. I wore it with my cowboy boots last night.
Are you? So you opened your? I know Rob opened this because I saw a picture with him in it.
Oh,
I'll definitely open mine. I like opening the helmets and keeping it out. But
I'm trying to figure out like where I want to display those.
Yeah. I was thinking of getting one of those cube things, you know, and putting lights in it and putting those. But where do we stick it now? I mean, it's But do you do that every year? Because I do it every year. In January, this room's going to get completely revamped again, changed up again.
Thick of shuffling. Yep.
Yeah. I like to change it up a bit and so forth. Emma Guppy says Shabby Gups didn't get anything. He's still
in his mum's attic.
Oh, no. In his mum's attic. Before I get to our good friend Scuba Pete, our George sent some stuff. So this is what George Aiken got for Christmas. I'll just make this big.
In his evil lair.
In his
still
evil
celebrates Christmas.
So this is what George got for Christmas. He got all that.
Wow.
He got
that is a pile. Oh,
the ghost.
Yeah, the ghost.
Just look behind him. Look at all those falcons just piled up. And
you know, I feel like a kid in a candy shop.
He got there. It is. There's that ghost again. It's massive. That thing, isn't it?
Huge.
And then he got 2 E-wings. Not bad.
Holy moly!
Yeah. He got quite a bit of stuff to George.
You've been a very good boy, George.
And then he got an A-wing. What's that? Is that a vamp?
Stinger.
A stinger? I don't know.
Yeah, that's a cobra. It's the bad guy vamp.
So he got quite a bit of stuff, didn't he, George? George did all right.
Yeah.
And the Mandalorian hallway, whatever it is. Yeah, the Mandalorian hallway. So yeah, Georgie boy did really, really good. I'm going to move you across here to me, and then you can show us what you got for Christmas, our Scoobs.
All right. So I've showed you Freddy. All right. On Laserdisc, Battlestar Galactica.
Let's have a look at that.
How cool is that? I mean, of course, the artwork
really cool.
Sucked me in. But yeah, Laserdisc.
Wow, Dean's here. Hi, Dean. Wow, that's awesome. Now, would you ever get a Laserdisc to play, or you just got it because of their...
You know what? I would, if I could find one that, was in good shape and worked. Yes. And from the lovely Mr. Barker, as we're staying in the sci-fi, he sent me
Logan's
Run slabbed graded comic, the turkey.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. I told him I would pay it for it, and he was like, I don't understand what you're saying. He just sent it.
Hey,
he's that kind of guy.
That's awesome.
So cool. I love Logan's Run.
Hey, John. Loads of people have turned up, Pete. Loads of people.
From George Aiken, because I know he's hanging around. He helped me finish my annual collection. So now I have Empire.
And it says annual on it, which is what you want. Annual right there. That's super cool. See,
so
that's
good.
Awesome.
Oh, yeah. I love it. Thank you again, George.
Brilliant.
So my birthday's on the 7th, so I get kind of like birthday Christmas presents.
Did that annoy you as a kid? Me and Si were talking about that before.
Yeah, it was.
Did you not say, well, we were going to get you this for your birthday, but we're saving it till Christmas?
Yeah.
And you're like, gosh,
Well, we spent a little bit more on you, so you're going to have to wait till Christmas. And you're like, come on, it's my birthday. So Zathras, who's a local friend of mine, we all met up for like a holiday get together at a mutual friend's house to appreciate his G.I. Joe. Hey, Chris. appreciate his massive GI Joe collection. And so we had like drinks and hors d'oeuvres and tons of toys to look at and drool over. But Zathras gave me some Motu party stuff for like if you were going to have a themed birthday party back in the day. So I got a He-Man plate.
That's so cool.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah, that's really cool.
A-Team plate.
Brilliant.
And then there's like a little moat, same, but for cake, after you're done eating your pizza.
Oh.
And then he even sent or got me a little bit of tablecloth.
Brilliant.
Yeah. So I'm like, that is kick ass. So I'm gonna work that into the shelving. Most definitely. Now, this just arrived yesterday from Carol, aka Dragon Reborn, from Ireland.
Da-da-da-da-da.
It's the Action Force Awe Striker, which is one of my favorite vehicles, and he was like,
so
really.
Let me tell you something. Being an expert at all this sort of stuff, the box is exactly the same as the Joe box, except for the Action Force bit.
Right, you got it. And this was for sale for 15 quid.
Unbelievable.
And it's got the insert, it's got the blueprints, and it's also got the Action Force catalog to go with it, which is fantastic. And he also, there's the vehicle.
Oh, look. Hey, that's good. It's still got the antennas on the back and all that.
Yeah,
sort of stuff.
They're in great shape. I think they're in better shape than my childhood one. But you got the Action Force across the hood.
Oh, is it the same green as well? Same color?
Actually, I need to put it side by side. But when I took it out, I thought it was a bit brighter green than my childhood one. So I think it is just a hair brighter, which is cool.
Brilliant.
And whoops, I'm tying myself in with toys. We're gonna stay in the GI Joe vein.
Yeah.
So we're warping ahead to the years 2000 for GI Joe, right?
Yeah, okay.
And things are getting batshit crazy.
Yeah.
We're doing stuff like Manimals.
Now, so this is different than the dragon one the dinosaur one that you had, or was this in part of it? Right,
no, this is much later. So the dinosaur set that came out the year Jurassic Park came out. So what is that? 93? Something like that. Whatever, or whenever Jurassic went. So they dinoed just briefly, but this is Manimals, and so there's 3, and they are they're like intergalactic bounty hunter bad guy, with like a really bizarro basic,
So were they Cobra fellas then? Were they villains or?
They weren't either. Like I said, they're out there in space doing weird things. And
wow.
So like he's like a very derpy, hello. But then he's got a shark head.
I've never seen these ever.
Yeah, so there's a little bit harder to come by, but I managed to get all 3 of them with their card backs. Here's the last one.
Wow.
Take me to your leader. So I'm gonna put those with like my Defiant Space guys. I think that's rather appropriate.
G.I. Joe Manimals, what the France?
Yeah, what the France? It's 2000 and things are getting wild and woolly. There's another card back.
The card backs are really, really cool.
And so here, I'll flip it around. So there's the 3 that they did.
And that was it. They only did those 3,
yep.
Pete.
Oh yeah. So awesome. Got those. There you go, boys.
He did well for Christmas, son. He did very well.
Next up, Power Commandos.
So
Leslie got me this. So this is as it says, those guys from the other galaxy. So they're not G.I. Joe. They're Who's the? Lucky Bell is who made these.
Lucky Bell.
Yeah, so you get some crazy colors. Oop, trying to keep the glare off.
But I mean, as a kid though, you'd play with them with your Joes.
Oh yeah, look at Mummy. That's
Yeah.
Mummy mask. This is from I think it's second wave. The first wave, and they were all sold like 2-packs like this, but the Mummy mask first wave that goes for even more money than what I got this.
That is super cool. Power
like
Commandos.
Mexican import sticker slapped on it, which is pretty cool. So got that.
Wow. Pete, look at this. Awesome.
Last but not least, come here.
What is that?
Frankenstein. These are Imperial. Let's see, 86.
I remember Imperial making those dinosaur things.
Yeah. Well, they also
dragons
made Universal Monster guys, kind of on the not official.
That's
so you got
cool.
Werewolf, Frank, and the Mummy. And there's one
awesome.
more, which I don't have. So
what size are they? About 7 inches, Pete. 8 inches.
Yeah, almost 8 inches.
Wow.
But very cool,
Yeah.
These are the monster movies I like. It's not the horror, as it were, modern horror, but like the old school monster movies, I love it. So
really,
yeah, kind of something unique to add to the collection.
Scuba Pete, get you for Christmas. Unbelievable. I do want to show one thing as well that I want you to show this, but I'll show one of them. So GeForce gifted me these, which
the actual Filmation cells.
So the actual Filmation cells. Look at that.
Oh, nice, Orko.
So I got the black and white ones, which I don't think I'll be able to show on camera, and I got that still right there.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the check sheet, and it says Filmation at the top, right there.
Cool.
And obviously, it's all been ticked off by the assistants and the people's. Yeah, we can use that. Yeah, we can't, and all that sort of stuff. And he framed them as well. Look at that. How nice is that?
That is wicked cool history.
Oh yeah, that was awesome of GeForce to do that. That was a really, really nice gift of GeForce. So I appreciate that, GeForce.
Nice.
Right. Well, what we'll do, Pete. I mean, we've seen all yours, and we've seen all mine, and we've seen George's, and we've seen White House's. Let me just put a thing in there. In the chat.
Yeah.
And if anyone would like to come on and just show us what you got for Christmas, you don't have to be here all night, whatever.
Yeah.
Just show us what you got for Christmas.
Pop on.
And you're more than welcome to pop in and do that. Scuba is going to be like Epic Universe at Universal. There's a section devoted to the old school movie. Oh, yeah, they're building it on.
Oh, that looks so good. That windmill on fire spinning around. They're doing tests. Very cool.
I just want to see a windmill on fire.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be cool because it's all that old school Universal horror.
I will give you credit for this, and I think Kieran said it the other way. It's funny how you have got some wacky and weird stuff, like some of the stuff you've shown tonight, like G.I. Joes, but they're not G.I. Joes, they're like Manimals. So they are G.I. Joes, but they aren't, and stuff like that.
Hey, let's plug in here so you don't get an echo.
So first of all, before we have a look at the goodness, because I haven't a clue what you're going to show.
not much actually, because there was a couple of gifts I got that I don't think I can show anymore because they're at the house and I'm back at the condo.
Did you have a nice Christmas?
Yes, it was very nice. I went up to the house to see Mom probably, I don't know, 4 or 5 days before.
Mm-hmm.
And she, you saw the lovely tree that she had put up.
Yep.
But since I was, we did that around Thanksgiving to put up that tree while we were together. And then in the meanwhile, she had put up the little like Lego Santa and Santa's wife up around, and she had some baby Yodas or Grogu, that were dressed up like Santa and stuff that she found. And she had little things around the house. Even in the bathroom, there was a little snowman up on the little rack.
That's awesome.
You know what I mean? It was like little things around the house.
You preached it to the right choir here, John.
Yeah.
People are well on for that.
You're making me misty.
And she had little trees like in my toy room. There's
Yeah.
a little like end table where like a little drink table. It's a small round table, and she put a little tree on that, so it was neat to like see all these little touches that she put around the place, even in my rooms and stuff. So it was fun. Yeah, it was
Well,
fun.
let me just. Hey, Keith. How are you, Keith? How are you,
Hello,
pal?
Keith.
Nice to see you, Gups.
Hello,
So,
Keith.
John, let's just make John big a sec. So, John, show me, Gups, and our scuba what you got for Christmas.
Well, so one of the things that my parents got, they split a really nice, big, comfortable chair, like one of those kind of like gaming chairs with the arch for your back
Oh,
and the
yeah.
real nice thing. And I decided to use that at the house because I've got a nice desk there for when I am at the house staying for a week. I try to go up once a month and stay a few days, and once in a while I'll stay like a week up there.
Yeah.
And I do still want to keep filming and do live streams, be on people's shows. So I've got a nice table over there that's in the toy room, and that just had a little wooden chair that was really uncomfortable, And so I put it there, put it together and put it there. So I can't show it off because I'm back at the condo. But it was really nice of them to get me a nice, decent chair. You know what I mean? Those could be
It's weird stuff like that you don't think of getting yourself, but when people get it for you, you're like, I need this perfect.
Yeah, I'm really appreciative of it. Yeah, exactly.
My butt and back, thank you.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
And plus it's good to have it because I would sit at the table and open things up and put things together that I'm going to put on display at the house. And if you're sitting in a wooden, just rigid back wooden little chair for 2 or 3 hours, it hurts your back and
you get
your
up
butt and everything.
You're
And
like, I can't even feel my arms.
Yeah, my legs have gone to sleep, so having a couple
all over.
Yeah, you go to stand up and you fall over. Yeah, exactly. So but the other side of it is every year the other thing I got, which unfortunately I think is still in the car, but so my dad and I have been golfing a lot lately.
Right.
And this last year, Dad really took off into golfing, and I'll go with him. I try to go with him once a week or so whenever I'm not, my back isn't hurting or something else going on. But we ran across these. They have toppers for your golf clubs.
Mm-hmm.
So when they're in the bag, they don't bounce around and make all that noise and nick them up. He found a Bigfoot one for me.
No way.
So it's Bigfoot's head that you slide up onto the golf club. It's so fun. It's just fun,
Yeah.
But I always get some things. So Chip sent me a little bit of money from Amazon. So I quickly went on Amazon. He gave me some credit at Amazon for Christmas. So thank you, Chip.
Cool.
And I found a Yoda nutcracker. So let me pop this thing open here, and
your nuts I will crack.
It is tied in. So I'm gonna have to do a proper unboxing video, but you'll get an idea of what it looks like here.
Oh yeah.
It's tied in. It's even got the little hands, the little proper nutcracker hands,
You will eat my
And
nuts.
the nutcracker is actually in his neck there, if you can see it.
I
So I imagine when I get this out of the box and untie it all, I imagine there's a lever to open this little nutcracker piece that, you see it kind of moves there. I
Yeah.
don't know if you can see it, but anyways, it's got a proper nutcracker thing in it.
Well, really, Yoda just uses the Force to crack his nuts.
Yeah, why wouldn't he? Yeah.
I am
But it's a neat
Matt.
little Yoda. It's
I love it.
well, you can't really see their thing on there, but yeah, it's a cool Yoda. They do stormtroopers and Darth Vaders and other. They have the Mandalorian and Boba Fett and other things too. So I mean, there's a number of them that this company does. But of course, I had to have Yoda because
That's awesome.
Yoda collection. And so I always get a few things when my dad gives me some cash, and I get a few things with that every year. And
Is that from betting on golf?
yeah, right, exactly. The Walmart had a sale going on where they were discounting a lot of stuff, and they had this droid for $10.
I got 2 of them, John. So the first one that got sent, the box was absolutely battered. So I messaged them, and they sent me a replacement. So I have 2 of them. So
nice.
for $10 was great.
Yeah, $10 for this droid is amazing.
Yeah, all day
right?
long.
Yeah,
You've got that Balin skull at the moment with the hood on for $8.
wow,
Really?
Yeah.
But I like my droids, so this I wasn't gonna get this when it was 20, 25, whatever it was originally,
25
but
bucks.
$10, you know, and I'll open them and put them on the droid
Jesse.
shelf.
What's up, Jesse?
And then with a little bit of luck, I managed to find this figure, and I have not. So this has been a long journey, okay? Because Scuba knows. I mean, you guys in the chat know G.I. Joe figures. It's a tougher thing than Star Wars. Like Kenner Star Wars is a doable collection, even including the last 17. Some people might say some of those last 17 are too expensive. I'm going to skip them. But you can do a Star Wars loose collection. It's not bad. Try doing a G.I. Joe loose collection. Some of the figures, there's more than 17 figures that will run you way over $100.
Wow.
Some of them even over $500.
Oh, yeah.
Even just loose, you know, Scuba knows what I'm talking about.
Goldhead Steel Brigade.
Yeah, and some of them are what you would think are quite common figures. And for me, one of the ones that's been eluding me for a long time has been the Bat.
Oh, nice.
I have been having the most difficult time finding a Bat in a price range that I feel comfortable with. Because if you find a complete Bat, sometimes even a Bat that's not complete, they can be $50, $60, $100.
Yeah, $80 to $100.
Yeah, it's nuts. And luckily, around the holiday, I managed to find 2 of them, one on eBay and one on Mercari, that were in a range that I was happy with.
Mm-hmm.
And part of the thing is I didn't need all the accessories because I had some of the stuff in my little stash.
Yep.
So I was happy to get this figure. And what's difficult is this lenticular sticker.
Yeah, show that closer to the camera, John, for everybody, because
this sticker is always missing on the figures nowadays because the glue is now what, 40 years old. The glue just doesn't stick anymore, so it falls off.
But it's so cool because it adds that depth to his part.
Why would that one be so expensive though? Because they would have made loads of them, wouldn't they? For army building.
It has lots of accessories, so it's got a laser accessory because his hands pop off.
Yeah, these hands pop off on this side. You can put a hand on, a flamethrower, a laser, a claw.
Yep.
So there's it's like Trap Jaw where there's 4 or 5 different things that go on there, and they all fit in the backpack
which
here.
Is great. You can peg them all.
So the difficulty of it is finding all the parts.
Right.
But I was happy just having the figure because I have a couple of backpacks and I don't really care right now if I don't have all the little other arm pieces.
Yeah.
But I've got this one came with the flamethrower and the other one that's coming is the regular hand. And I've got actually 2 or 3 backpacks. So I'm going to just do it that way. And I'm very happy with the prices I paid for these. And it was a little bit from my father's gift to me he always gives a little bit of money so I can track something down that I want. And the other thing I managed to get was from the outer reaches of depths of space comes the GoBot Spacey.
Cool.
This is the GoBot Spacey. And
that's cool.
I've slowly been rebuilding my GoBots that I had when I was a kid. And this was one that my brother and I had that we loved. And the chrome is really nice on this one. It's a little bit discolored on parts of it, but it's hard to find
practically pristine, John.
Yeah,
pure white stuff.
Yeah,
these days. And,
I want to call it Ranger 7 and put Buck Rogers in it.
Yeah. And what's really interesting is that the guy that I got this off of after I bought this one, and I was very happy with the deal I got on this. He was like, "Oh, you know what? I managed to dig out a second one." But he goes, I don't want to. He goes, I'll throw it in because it's missing the tail fin. So now what I can do is I can put this one in shuttle mode and stand this one next to him in robot mode.
Heck yeah,
that's
cool. Just have it as a nice little display. Yeah. So I was very happy that guy was nice enough to throw this other one in.
Oh,
to have him in
brilliant,
robot
Emma.
mode, you know. So
Yeah,
and
that's
his
awesome.
his stickers are coming off a little bit, but I don't care. You know what I mean?
It's
It was
easy enough to fix, so
yeah, Happy
Yeah.
Christmas. The guy was so nice, and
That's awesome.
he felt like it wasn't in good enough condition to sell this one. But I was like, dude, you could have sold it. You know, like it's sure it's missing a part in the sticker, but people love GoBots. You don't understand, you know? Like
Yeah, I did it, John, this year. I started to collect the old vintage mini bots again, and
Yeah,
buy
they're
Cosmos,
cool, right?
and I love doing
Yeah.
it. Yeah, it's good fun. George Aikens says, John, that's nothing. He had 200 Cobra officers and got them for 59p each at the time. Look at that.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah.
I'd love to have that much stuff, yeah.
Look at that.
It's
Oh,
a
yeah,
VCR.
John.
But I'm pretty happy. So I put a video up. I got I also bought a couple job lots to build and finish my Checkpoint Alpha.
Yeah.
Now
Nice.
all I need on Checkpoint Alpha is the antenna, and I put a video up today building that thing. And then I've been doing a project where I bought a job lot of like 4 or 5. There was 5 cats. So there were 2 tiger cats from the and 3
wow.
of the snow cats.
Mhm.
And I got all the shells and a bunch of pieces for like $8 or something. It was ridiculous. And I bought a couple job lots of parts, and I've pretty much got 2 of the white ones and 2 of the yellow ones. So 2 tiger cats and 2 snow cats, like built and pretty good. And
Slick.
I think I've got one more that I'm gonna do something special with, but I'll let whoever gets that talk about that. You know, we're doing something special. So
So did you get everything you wanted for Christmas?
well, I mean, like I said, I mean, I pretty much get what I want, but yeah, it was a good Christmas. So I think what's more important to me these days is spending time with the family and hanging out with mom and dad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
You know, it's getting to the point where next year dad's going to be 80, mom's going to be 77 or 78, and
Yeah.
when I'll tell you, when your dad hits 80, you start thinking, holy crap, in 10 years he'll be 90. How much longer is he really going to be around? You know what I mean? Like it starts hitting you like
Yeah.
Yeah.
not a lot of people in my family have lasted into the 90s. So it's
when you get that quality time.
yeah, so it's just kind of like now
Take
it's
it.
just more important to just spend time with them and
Yeah.
as much as you can in those during these holidays and special events. You want to build those memories and make sure that you've done everything you can do with your
I agree.
family. And, you know,
I agree. Gups,
So-
how did your Christmas go?
Not too bad. A few bumps, mate. A few bumps. The mum, you met my mum the other day on your tub function.
Oh, she was superb. She was brilliant.
yeah,
Yeah.
bless her. She's been a bit poorly, so
Oh, right. Well, get well soon.
Christmas Eve we were told that we had to do our own dinner, so a bit bumpy, mate. But I'll tell you what, though, I've had enough alcohol. I'm thinking about doing dry December. I don't know about you guys.
yeah.
Yeah. Absolutely brilliant. So, overall, did you get what you wanted for Christmas? And
Yeah. I was reasonably happy. I was pretty happy. I had some nice trainers from the wife and the kids, and
Oh,
had some
nice.
nice bit of plonk. Can you smell that, guys? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful,
nice.
Scoobs. Beautiful.
Lovely.
Oh, I
Yeah,
like it.
yeah.
hanging out with
You
Adam.
don't smell like attic anymore.
Attic for men.
No, I had some decent. I had some real good pieces. I had a couple pieces from a few guys. I had that lovely piece from Martin Long, real good guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I needed
that
that
was
to
great.
complete that little line. I put on a video earlier today, so I got that. That was cool. Gary Moore came and saw me for half a day, so that was really cool. He got me
Nice.
that one, which is the last piece. I need to finish the solar line. It was
Cool.
great to see Gary. Real good guy. So that was
Tall,
pretty
isn't he?
cool. Yeah, he's tall.
He is. He's a high tower.
Yeah, good guy though. Good guy, really good
Yep.
guy. I got this piece from my mum, bless her, which is called
Whoa.
Heck yeah.
the
yeah.
Shriek Hawk Battalion of Mandalorians. Yeah, cool. That was pretty good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a cool
it's
set. Yeah,
It's a great set. Those
Yeah.
figures are awesome.
Oh yeah,
Wow.
real good set. But
I don't think I've seen that yet. That's really
No, I
Yeah,
haven't
that's the
seen
first
it,
time
John.
I've seen that.
yeah.
And do you know what? Because my mum, bless her, she says to me, can you just order it and then I'll pay you. So I ordered this from Amazon. They sent 2 for the price of 1. So result. So
Wow.
Hey, you got an
Yeah.
opener.
Yeah.
well,
He's not gonna open it. No chance.
Let them free.
What are
Keith.
you on about?
Well, it's like Scott Whitehouse got the ghost and he opened all the figures that came with it. I think Martin
Yeah, he
had a
did.
stroke.
Yeah.
If I get 1,000 subscribers, that might be one of the gifts. But the real, well, before I get to the highlight, but everyone's got the highlight. It's the ghost next to me. I'll have to do that in a minute. But I got this for my boy, right? And every Christmas, my wife and Ethan say, "What we're going to get you? We don't know what to get you." But he got me this, right?
Yeah.
Now I opened it and I thought that is a TVC2. That's the recent release. It's not. It's a 2010 release.
Wow.
For my
Oh,
boy, my
nice.
teenage boy. And I said to him, "Where did you get that from?" And he said, "TK Maxx."
Wow.
Yeah, and I went, "Oh, really? Wow!" They found some old stock, and I questioned him a little bit more, and it came out that he didn't buy it with TK Maxx, but he won't tell me where he bought it from. But I haven't got it now. I wonder if he took it out of my room and just wrapped it up and give it to me. I'm not sure though.
Sounds like something I could do.
Yeah, I
Brilliant.
may have done that once or twice.
I was so chuffed with this. This is the highlight because he just gave me a "They are Dad's a figure," and I was like, "Wow, it's 2010. I mean, that's probably a 70-80 quid figure for my boy, and I was well happy with that."
Yeah,
So,
that's
that's
my
cool.
favorite. That's a great card back
Yeah.
as well.
He's
I
just
know.
ran in and picked something out
Yeah.
of your room and wrapped it up.
Evan's going, he'll never know.
brilliant.
He'll never know.
He'll
He's
never
got
know.
that
He
much
has
stuff.
so many. He can't keep track of them all. I take
And then
stuff all the
we all
time.
got the Phantom, didn't we?
Yeah, that's cool.
That came with you know who. So
Are you happy
but
with it?
oh yeah, mate. Oh, I mean, look at this. I mean, look at it.
Yeah. Lift with your legs.
massive.
Keith.
Oh,
Lift
yeah.
with the legs.
That is crazy. I
Gigantic.
love the interior of it. It's so cool.
Jesus Christ. But I mean, the figure. I was looking at the figures. They are absolutely cool. I mean, look at Zeb. He is brilliant. Look at him.
Yeah.
Wow.
He's huge.
Love it.
Absolutely
He
love him.
doesn't look like he fits in the bubble. He's
No.
ready
No.
to burst
Like
out of
he's
that
gonna- yeah,
bubble.
bust out of it.
If you
Yeah.
watch my video, I go on a bit of a shabby rant about that figure, and it's TVC release being deluxe. I was like, that really just irks me now that they were able to get everything that came in that deluxe box on a card.
Yeah. So
That's
cool.
cool. No, Hira, sorry, yeah.
Yeah, Hera. Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Yeah,
They
you
had that
could-
mega mural at Star Wars Celebration of,
Right.
of all of them, and it was that was a great photo op, and to see that on the card back. Oh yeah.
Now I got a question, if you guys don't mind. So I know that I have Hera and Ezra and
Where's the Ezra?
Sabine.
Yeah.
Now, so how did I did get a chopper too, didn't I?
You've got 2 choppers.
Oh.
If you got the 2-pack that came with there's 2 Sabines. There's the deluxe one, and then there's this one that came in that special 2-pack. It's on a mural card.
Gotcha. See, I don't. That's right. I remember the 2-pack. I don't think I got the 2-pack, but I got them all individually.
Yeah.
So Zeb is also out, but is he in one of those deluxe boxes?
Zeb,
then?
this is how Zeb came in the main line right here.
Yeah, I don't
In
have
this
him yet.
deluxe
then. I gotta
box. And it's a
track that
great
down.
figure, but now that they, when they released it,
Yeah.
the Ghost, and they've got him on a card, it's like he should have been on a card.
Yeah.
And don't get me started
Matt,
about the
have
Sabine.
you got them out?
Do I what?
Matt, have you got the 2 figures out of the box and compared them at all or not?
No, yeah, I did it in I did a comparison in the video. I didn't take the figures that came with the Ghost off the card, but I hold the figure, the mainline TVC
I'll have to
release up
watch
next
your
to him.
video, Matt.
Yeah,
Okay,
please
I'm gonna
do.
watch your
Leave a
video.
like, comment, all that good stuff.
yeah.
Hey, Jim, good old granddaddy said,
Jim.
Because I want to have all the figures, even if I'm not. I didn't get a Ghost, but I want to have
Yeah.
all the figures. 'cause
Well,
I love
all of the
Rebels
crew,
line.
all of the crew was released in the main line. I mean, granted, that's their Ahsoka appearances. Like, I mean,
Yeah,
the Hera,
So I
the Hera
missed
is
Zeb.
the one that Mary Elizabeth Winstead
yeah.
look, and and they're not on the mural cards that they made for the Ghost are fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the mural- so the
mine
mural
are already
card-
mine are already packed up in Protecto packs and ready to go on the wall.
Right, so these mural cards only come with a Ghost. You can't
Correct.
buy 'em-
Well, yeah,
right,
there was
right.
that special 2-pack with Sabine and Chopper because they weren't part of the
Gave you
Ghost.
the
and
other
they kinda
two,
goofed.
yeah. Yeah.
They should have been.
Two of those came
But
with
yeah,
two
they
black and
added
white
them
strips.
to you could have the whole crew on mural cards, which is nice. And I'll tell you
Jeez,
what, the
Jim.
Sabine that
Shabby,
came
Shabby, I
on
did
that
this
one
great
is
t-shirt as well.
fantastic.
Oh, let's have a look at your t-shirt. Hold on.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Lego,
you got it,
or is that
mate.
Boba
Look
Fett?
at that.
Nice.
Brilliant, Keith. Brilliant.
Smashed out of the park there. Thanks,
Cool.
Emma.
Good old Ems.
Yeah.
Awesome, man.
Yeah, that was me, really, mate.
Awesome. Brilliant. So, did you get
fantastic.
everything you wanted? Is there anything
Very,
you didn't
very
get that you
happy.
wanted?
Very, very happy indeed.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Brilliant. Man.
about a 6,000 full-size monument sideshow Boba Fett, but you know who cares?
Now, Emma, you're in the chat. Did you have a good Christmas? So we want to get the other half
Oh,
perspective
yeah.
here.
That's
Yeah,
no
yeah,
problem.
there we go.
Look at that. I only completed the sculpture.
Keith, did you sneak into her office and steal something and then rewrap it? And
One of those bags. I'll just do that. You'll never know. Oh, absolutely brilliant.
I thought I had
Jason
this Prada bag. Oh,
I had my brother with me for 3 days over Christmas. We had a lovely roast dinner cut with all the chewing and a slice of cheesecake for pudding.
yeah.
Nice. Brian Dead says, I am living what John is saying. Spent the last week plus with my wife's family, and it was really nice. I drove home and changing priorities for us. They are, John. So you're all right. 100%, John. Family time is more important than anything. I spend as much time as possible with Jace as I can. For a few more years, he won't want to spend time with his dad. Well, yeah.
The
that
late
happens.
teenage years, yeah, when you get into there.
Good news, they come
Yeah.
back.
Yeah, they do.
Good old-
Yeah, we do.
Good old Totally Taylor says, congrats on completing the solo line there, Keith. It's
I
all
just
done.
subscribed to Totally Taylor Retro. I
Lovely,
just found
lovely.
it nice. It's
Yeah.
nice to meet
Good
you
to see you,
guys.
Taylor.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
lovely to see him. Let's have a look. Glad you arrived back home, Grandad Jim. Yeah. Stuff does turn up in TK Maxx sometimes.
You know what's weird is
I doubt it's
over
that figure, but
Yeah. Do you know what? He had me convinced, and do you know what? I went up to him today because I've done a little video on my pickups, and I said, "Ethan, come on, son, where did you get it from?" And he wouldn't tell me. He still won't tell me. And I'm like, he's not. He didn't get it on eBay. He wouldn't have spent more than 15 quid from that. So wherever he's got it from, there's more. So I'm gonna find out.
But over here, it's TJ Maxx.
Right.
TJ, that's right.
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah.
funny that church for me, John, calling it TK again, because that's what I,
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But
And it's the
TJ.
same style lettering, the whole
Oh
bit.
yeah, everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Gups has a new Mando T-shirt. He sure does.
Yeah, right. I showed it, love. I showed it. Yeah, yeah.
So, did you get everything that you wanted for Christmas, Matthew?
well, the thing is like, you know, with what's going on, like with my grandma passing away at Thanksgiving and
Yeah.
stuff, and my
That
mom
was
was coming out to visit us for Christmas. I have not been in the same room with my mom in a few years. You know, we talk all the time.
Mhm.
You know, we do
Yeah.
FaceTime and everything else, but you know, I have not. The last time I was in a room with her, well, until my grandmother's memorial service, it was when my dad passed away, which
Yeah.
was in 2021. And you know, and so she was coming out here, and it was her first time coming to see the new house and stuff. So I just wanted to make sure she had a really good Christmas. So you know, and she did. We had a great time. You know, Christmas
Awesome.
Eve, we got up early in the morning, went to Cocoa Beach, and it was like 60
Oh,
degrees. But we're watching the
nice.
surfing Santas and stuff. It's a huge
Oh
event.
yeah.
It is. Yeah.
It was a lot of fun. And you know, I drove around because like she lives in North Carolina. She lives on the Outer Banks, and
Nice.
when the rocket, like when they launch rockets from here, if they have a northern trajectory, she can see them.
Mm-hmm.
So we drove up by the Kennedy Space Center. There was supposed to be a launch, but they pushed it, so it was last night instead of when she was here, which kind of that's just the way it is. I mean, it's
Yeah.
like
You never
Yeah.
know.
yeah, it's like when Steph and Martin come out here, I think in April, I was told them like, because they really plan out their stay. And I was like, look, clear day, just have a clear day. I'll come get you and bring you out here. We'll do stuff. And he's like, well, I'm really hoping to see a rocket launch. And I'm like, I don't know if I can pull that one off, but I'll see what I can do.
Yeah.
So
Go on, then I'll
I
do
we
it.
had to drive up 4 times before we
Yeah.
finally hit one. Because every
Wow.
time we got there, they would postpone it.
yeah,
So we
I
just
mean,
hung
you
around
got
for
to
the
think the
day.
rocket itself has
Yeah.
thousands of moving parts, all of which are critical. So, you know, it's, you know, but
But it was
Getting back
impressive
to-
when we finally hit one.
oh yeah, and then weather and everything
Amazing.
else. So
Yeah.
Matthew,
There-
before you show us what you show, Emma Guppy says, Shabby, she got a Hoover for Christmas.
There you go.
And then Jumpy goes, oh, that
Oh no,
sucks, Emma.
Emma.
No,
brilliant.
see, with me, oh God, one year, this was years ago.
Adam?
Wendy got me a shop vac for Christmas, and I was like, honey, I just want to say I love the gift. I says, but if it was reversed and I got you a vacuum for Christmas, how well would this go over? And
Like a lead
it was a good one,
balloon.
yeah, I know. But yeah, so I mean, when it comes to, I mean, like, you know, I get stuff all year long, and I mean, like, you
Right.
know, I mean, guys, you know,
Yeah.
that shows
Well,
up.
that
the day
was
before
one of the
Christmas Eve.
things that when you lads show me the stuff, we're going to talk about that. Does it affect us that in that
Yeah.
circumstance?
Well,
that we
for
get
me,
it
it's
all
like
the
I
time?
just want, like, you know, the kids to have a good Christmas, get the stuff they want, and have a good, you know, stuff. I
Yep.
want the meal to turn out okay because I
Yeah.
cook it. You know, that stuff. I always tell I don't want anything. I'm good. You know, I always drop a little hints and stuff. So, like, you know, one thing I did get, and it's in the wash right now, is I got a Star Wars t-shirt. It's the Mos Eisley Cantina, and it's got stuff about like live music and
Oh, cool.
you know, come for the no droids allowed or something.
Yep.
It's very funny. I'll show it sometime.
Is it the one
but
from Galaxy's Edge?
It might be.
sounds
I'm not
like it is.
exactly sure where
That's
she
a great
got it. But
shirt.
I wore it Christmas Day. It was it's very comfortable. It fits well, so I was happy with that. And she
Nice.
probably did get it at Galaxy's Edge the one time they went when I was working in Colorado. So I mean, it's probably been sitting around his house since like August.
Nice. She's
But
sneaky.
the one thing I got, there's a
Sorry.
company called Concord Aerospace, and they make, I don't know, I did a video on it. They make like switches. It's like I got it a switch for the light and the fan in here, and it's the hyperdrive levers from from the Falcon. So that's the switches there. But I got two more switches. They do a bunch of stuff. They like have a lot of Apollo stuff and everything. They have like one for a Huey helicopter. It says like Fortunate Son off on kind of thing, you know.
Oh wow.
So it's just funny stuff. But they're working switches. So I got these two switches. I'll show this one first. This one I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to set it up because it's a 3-piece thing.
Right.
Switch. It says like the Force. It says the Force light side,
Cool.
dark side, and then there's a middle
Oh.
setting. It says that's not how the Force works. Right there. And on this side it
Oh, I
says
want one of
like
those in my room.
it says like procure
Yeah.
high ground, procure the high ground, and the bottom it says kill younglings. I don't know if you can read it. So I'm trying to
Oh, I
figure
want
out
one of
where I'm trying to figure out where I'm going to put this because it's a 3-switch thing. So I got to find something that like turn two different things on.
Mm-hmm.
But the one I am
Connor.
putting up, and I've already kind of MacGyvered it because
Connor.
to cover up the switch plate. So I kind of MacGyver a switch plate for it.
Yeah,
Yep.
there you
But
go.
this is the one. It's Jedi training, and it's hot. It's on as do, and then there's do not, and then there's a middle one that's try, but there's no middle indent for it. So
Like
Cool.
that there's a closet right over here, and there's a light switch for it. So I'm gonna put it up there, probably today or
cool,
tomorrow.
Ricardo.
So
That's cool.
yeah, it's
Ricardo,
cool. And then my wife, I just realized that she's kind of pissed but like anything that gets shipped to the house, I get a notification for it, either if it's UPS or FedEx. So I got a UPS notification. So I'm getting a very nice watch.
Oh,
That I know it's coming from Citizen, and it's like that's all I know about it. I was like, you want the link? And I'm like, no, it's fine. I'll see it when it gets here tomorrow.
Citizen does make really cool Star
They do.
Wars watches.
Yeah, I know. And so I'm getting
Yeah.
some kind of Star Wars watch from them.
It could be a
and-
Star Wars
but-
watch. Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's
That's
stuff
cool.
I didn't ask for. But I was like, I don't need anything. I don't really
She's
want
like,
anything. But
"Whatever."
She found that anyway. So
Yep.
that was very nice of her to do that because this year for Christmas I got her like some. She likes the old school like Guinness pint glasses,
Yeah.
and she's broken a few. So I found actual. And it's harder and harder to find replacements because they like the gravity glasses now.
Mm-hmm.
And she doesn't like those as much. So I was like,
We'll
"Good
just
God,
go over to
dog's
see
broken."
Connor and steal some. It's not a problem.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was.
Yeah, that's
I was gonna
dude,
try
I know
that,
where
but
to
I
find
mean,
'em.
and it is on my bucket list to go and drink a pint of Guinness from the brewery in Dublin.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Do you
I
have
to
any?
do it.
Do you have any?
As
with our,
as somebody of Irish descent, I kind of like have to go.
do you have any with our logo on it? If you got old ones, you have it.
Oh,
You have look on them and see if they have the Shevlin Brewing Company on it.
no, these are all new, but
They're not that old.
Hey, Des.
no.
Yeah,
But
my
it's
family
tough to
used to
find,
own.
so I got our
my
set of those,
family,
and then
my family owns
does.
the Guinness Brewery.
oh,
Adam.
that's what kept the Irish from taking over
Hey,
the
Adam.
world.
So, is there anything you want to actually show, Matt, while you're here?
It's just the switches, really, and then you know, I mean, you can look over my left shoulder
At
there,
the ghosty.
see that,
Yeah, look at
see that big beauty.
mean,
but that's not really a
still-
Christmas gift. I mean,
It
was
kind of is,
something.
though, isn't it? Really,
Yeah,
let's
it
be
is.
honest.
Just
Yeah, I mean,
because of
it's-
when it showed up, you know.
Yeah. But that's
It's
awesome.
something-
It's not like, oh, it's delayed till March. You're like, no, it
I
came
know.
in
Yeah, I know a couple
December.
guys that they're waiting till mid-January because they're still coming into the ports.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's some people that are delayed, and that kind of sucks for them.
We'll
but-
just welcome our good old Adam and our
Adam, what's up, buddy?
Hello, boys.
Howdy.
It's lovely to see you. But Epic Banter, is this your first, Jesse? Is this your first time on Shabby's? Is this your
It
first
is.
time? On
Yeah.
It's great to
Hello.
see you.
Always in the chat.
Hey,
Yeah.
Jess.
Good to see you, dude.
Well,
Yeah,
that's
thank
Hi,
amazing.
Jesse.
Did
So-
you have a nice Christmas, my friend?
I did. So I'll give you a heads up. I'm on the mend. My nieces and nephews. I don't have kids, but my nieces and nephews gave the greatest gift of all, which was the stomach flu to everyone in the family.
Oh, nice.
Hey,
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
That's the gift that keeps on giving, my friend.
And because they're used to it, they recover quicker. My
Uh-huh.
body is like, what is this foreign thing that I've never experienced from these young children I don't live with? And
Yep.
I live in Colorado. My parents live in Arizona. It's about a 900-mile drive.
We're in Colorado, man.
So I'm in Broomfield.
Okay, I used to until like 2 years ago. I lived in Colorado Springs.
Okay. Yeah, I moved here from Wyoming. That's where I spent most of my life, but I decided to give the city a try. But yeah, apologies for the sniffling, and I'll probably bounce
You're
as soon as I'm
fine.
done.
That's all
No,
good.
no, no. It's lovely to see you. It really is.
Yeah. But yeah,
we're gonna
900-mile
get a
drive
computer
to
virus.
Arizona, and I do it in one go. And I drove
Sure.
back yesterday, and it's good to see the family as as we were talking about earlier, like
Yeah.
my parents are getting up there in age, and I need to spend that time with them, even though all my sisters live in town with my parents. I'm the one who's like far away, and so I need to
Yeah.
make sure I commit that time of year to go see them.
Yeah, sometimes I get it for me, especially. I mean, my mum's, she's not old, but I'm away from her, and her nieces and nephews are, and I get that at Christmas. I'd love my mum to come over for Christmas one year and spend the time with her and so forth. So yeah, I do understand, definitely. But anyway, what did you get for Christmas, Bubba?
Well, so because I'm single and have disposable income, I don't ask for anything. So my mom and I have an agreement. Instead of giving me something I don't want, she gives me something for the kitchen because I bake. I do a lot of baking.
Right, okay, that makes sense.
So this year she got me a new kitchen scale,
Ooh.
Nice.
which is I do a lot of baking, and it's nice to have
Oh, yeah.
cakes and cookies come out consistently when I do large batches.
Keep baking. You won't be single for long. I'm just saying.
That it matters nothing.
You gotta
will
be, you
to the
gotta
right
be, Stu, but you
person.
gotta understand you gotta be very wary of getting baked goods in
Brilliant.
Colorado.
Yeah.
Yeah, true.
These are
And then
special
the-
baked goods.
The other kitchen related item.
Yes. I love it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh,
No.
it's beautiful.
I love it.
So
So
my
there's
mom-
where all the cookies go. There's where the cookies
Yeah.
go after he bakes them.
my mom goes to the casinos, and as a member, the casinos like to go out and buy large batches of just stupid stuff. And then
Right.
every month they give them away to members. So for Christmas, she got this, and no one in the family wanted it. They thought it was stupid. So it was just
No,
sitting
it's
in the
awesome.
corner of her bedroom. And I was like, why is that gnome down there? And she said, it's a cookie jar. Nobody wants it. I said, I'll take it home with me.
Heck yeah.
So I got this little fella to come back.
They're like,
That's
thanks for being a
awesome.
hot roller, Mom. I'll take the cookie jar.
Yeah. I would have taken that too. It's awesome.
You do realise, though, Jesse, you're going to do is write hey on it, and you can have it as a super awesome geek soul statue all year round. Do you know what I mean?
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, don't do that.
Brilliant. And I like you still have your tree up.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I will put it up
Hey,
after
crazy.
Thanksgiving, and then around January 1st, I'll take it down.
Uh-huh.
Mr. B.
Yeah, to get a nice long spell with it.
My sister gave me, I needed coasters. I couldn't find any that I liked. So my sister gave me these NES controller or NES
Yeah.
console.
Because they're silicone, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
red
So they're
paper.
like coasters.
Okay.
Just simple paper.
That
but
is so cool.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
they're
a
awesome.
great
It's a
idea.
great idea.
Yeah, because
Oh,
I'm a big
Metroid.
gamer, so she
Yeah.
of course got these. Most of my early generation was Super, but I did have an NES when I started as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I love those. Those are
Zelda.
awesome.
Slick.
Oh yeah, Excite Bike.
Connor says, how awesome is it seeing Badger or Hop On for the first time? Really
Right?
cool, mate. See,
it's
Jesse,
awesome,
you
Connor.
see, got a big fan club here at Shabby's, mate. Big fan
Yeah, you've
club.
been you've been around forever.
Years. I know.
Yeah, I'm not. I tried having a little channel to talk about things, but I'm just not very much into this whole stuff. So
Mhm.
I like to kind of sit in the background and jump on once every few months.
Well, it's good to see you, pal.
Well, now we're going to
Um,
expect you to jump on way more often.
The other thing I got is my mom decided to pull out. I was helping my mom clean out her garage, and she has this giant box of photographs. And my bachelor's is in history, and I did archiving for the university. And I asked, "Can I start archiving these photos?"
Uh-huh.
And I'll show it on the phone because I have a bag here, but the phone. Oops! Oh, come back. I apologize. One sec.
You're fine.
So, like, a lot of them are these black and white photos of our family going back to like the late 1800s.
Wow, that's
Wow.
cool. Yeah.
So this is actually a funeral record of this is my great grandfather from my mother's side, and this funeral book had all the hymns. It had newspaper clippings. Come on. But it was just I also found
Yeah, so-
packages of like food stamps.
Whoa. That's all right. Sometimes a camera.
Yeah,
There
we
you
got
go.
it. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, you can see the stamps.
Wow.
All the different food stamps and rations.
Yeah, rations.
Yeah.
Wow.
The fact that there ain't sugar left surprises me.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Her family originally came from Ohio, and then later, with my great grandfather, moved to Arizona and California. But if I just keep scrolling past all this, keep going.
Who was the movie star that just went by?
Wow.
Anything with the dog. I had to get a
Oh,
picture
there we
of.
go.
The family dog. Look at that. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
That's awesome. What a great idea that is.
So like
Those are some great photos.
Yeah.
and the fact that you've got the ability to preserve these.
Well, I'm gonna
Yeah,
work on an
that's awesome.
online archive, and then once I get them all photographed, I'll sit down with my mom and my dad because they have 2 sets of pictures, and I'll start recording who these people are.
Sure.
Yeah.
That's
I also
awesome.
have a bunch of my own photos from my childhood I'm getting pictures of, and one in particular that I love. So I don't really collect anything modern. In fact, I sold most of my modern stuff. The only things I really collect anymore is micro machines. But
Cool.
the one thing I do collect that's modern is G.I. Joe Classified, but I'm very selective.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I had to get the Dragonfly. I don't need a big item, but Wild Bill looks like my dad. And my father also served in Nam. He was a Huey gunner, but he was also occasionally he served as a gunner in a Cobra.
Uh-huh.
And I'll show you. I don't have the Wild Bill with me, but if you know Wild Bill,
Wow.
Yeah.
come on.
Holy
Like,
smokes!
it's already
Throw a
even blurry,
cowboy
we can
hat
tell.
on him, and
Hang on a minute. That little kid looks nothing like Wild Bill.
He's
Yeah.
got the giant mustache. He's got the shades and the,
They're even tinted shades.
Yeah.
That's what's funny. This is wilder than a Bronco with a cactus saddle.
and that's me.
that's awesome.
I also love. I don't know where this was taken. This was not my house, but that wallpaper.
Yeah,
Nice.
that's something else.
That just screams like 70s.
So
Sai says Spain's launches are only expensive fireworks.
Earlier, he said we've never went to the
Oh,
movie.
sigh.
a gift from myself months ago. So one of my hobbies is I like to back board games on Kickstarter.
Yeah.
Okay.
I look for good
There's some
good
stuff
solid
on there.
games that I think are going to make it and that people have put effort into. and I ordered this months ago, and it arrived the day before I was traveling to Arizona. So this is a Kickstarter board game called Pizza Chef,
Wow.
where you are racing with 5 other people to win the inheritance of a pizza restaurant.
I'm hungry to play.
Yep. It's pizza time now.
I think that's it for.
That's cool.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
Yeah, I've done the same thing. Backed a few board games and different games on Kickstarter because I love those kind of things. I just wish I had more people to play with.
Mhm.
It's something I've been trying to think of is like, how can we, like, I want to get a setup with a couple cameras that you can do over the table and then try to get people online to play with me. You know what I mean? Do a live stream board
Yeah,
game
it's
play.
much better to play as a group than to play with yourself.
And I'll have to move the pieces for them, but at least we'll have everybody there. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out some kind of setup to make that work.
And
So
before I bounce,
go on,
I'm just gonna show, these are 2 things I picked up this year that I'm just kind of the most happy about.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because as a Micro Machine collector, I picked up this set that's not easy to find.
Oh, Adam's up Adam's
Wow,
Street.
that's
That's
good.
it.
Uh-oh. Yeah, Adam's going to be
that.
right over.
As someone who loves the outdoors and recreation and goes camping all the time, this off-road country playset is easily my favorite.
Awesome. buddy.
And I
What
got
year was that, Jesse?
a nice boxed one. This one, I better double check. 1990.
Was it Galoob that made those? Galoob.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now it folds up, right? Those things fold up. What does this one make when it folds up? Is it like a little wooden chest or something?
It's a white box.
Okay, just a white.
Yeah, just can't. It's laminated canvas,
Yeah.
but with all the plastic pieces. And
Love it.
then this last piece, before I jump off, if Keith Knight is in the chat,
No, he's supposed
he
to
might
be
know
on
what
there.
this is or even how to pronounce it. There is a line of toys that I've collected in full called Galoob's Battle Squads from 1998. It's an action fleet scale, so it's bigger than Micro Machines. You can put pilots in the vehicles. Galoob spun off with GIG and did an Italian version of Carabinieri, which is like their national police military force. It's like the police of an entire country rather than localized police forces.
Yeah, they're federales.
Yeah. And there was one piece I was missing for my entire collection to be complete, and I managed to pick it up.
Wow.
Oh.
And I actually have this in a different box, but I saw this one, and what I didn't have is that little Jeep that jumps off the parachute.
Whoa.
Oh, that's awesome.
That is way cool.
That is cool. Yeah.
Everything else is Micro Machine.
I never knew about this line. This is great.
No, I never.
Yeah.
Adam, what do you reckon?
Yeah, it's cool. Like it's obviously getting back from NEC the other day, VTR Dave was cracking up because I managed to find the only stall where there was a guy selling Micro Machines in the whole of NEC.
Wow.
And I'm standing around like going crazy, just like getting all this, like looking at all the stuff and asking him prices. He was a bit expensive, I'm not gonna lie. And this guy came along and was just like, I don't know what ones to get. And I was like, right, don't get that one, get that one. And I was like, in the end, I was standing there for about 10 minutes. And the guy on the stall said, do you want to work here? Like, kind of thing, like mucking about. And VTR was going, oh, I've lost him. And he started talking to other people because VTR was just like, what's he doing? Like, but yeah, Micro Machines. I think Jesse's probably the only other person I know really out of us lot that collects Micro Machines. It's not really given the love that I feel it should have a lot of the time. And
well, no, Usual Mike's got a range of many scoops.
Oh, is he?
Usual Mike's got a few of them, yeah. But
See,
yeah,
I'm,
you're right. There's only
I'm of a
down
very
there.
specific time period as well. I only collect 87 really to 91, really early stuff. So even that off-road set that Jesse just showed probably wouldn't be something I'd go for. But I have got other sets which are only a year earlier, but they're more my thing, and they look identical. Like I'm trying to just, I've got loads over here. So, like for example, that's one of the ones I'd go for.
Yeah.
Like, and that's a car wash set and stuff like that. That's fully complete. It's all in there in the box.
Car
but,
wash.
Brilliant.
But yeah, I just don't know. Like I said, it's just one of them things. But I did find a really
Adam,
cool thing.
Do you collect the Star Wars like the mask sets and stuff like that from Star
I
Wars
do
and stuff like that, or
actually.
not, mate? Or not?
I've got loads of them.
Hey, Shabby, while he's getting that, I'll duck out because I'm sure you got other people
You
waiting.
mean
to get in.
these?
All right, Matt. Nice to see you.
Nice having
Thanks for
you,
showing
man.
yourself,
Talk to you guys in
buddy.
the new year. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's great to see
Matt.
you guys.
Happy New Year.
Thank you, my
mean
friend.
these,
Yeah,
So
mate.
these
Yeah,
are like
yeah.
fold
Those are
out
great
little
little
play
sets.
sets and stuff like that. Yeah, I've got pretty much. Think I'm only missing one. So yeah, I've got
Which
more
one you
otherwise.
missing?
Do you collect them loose, or do you keep them in a
Don't
box,
laugh,
mate? Or
Ed.
do
Sorry. Huh?
you keep them loose, or do you keep them in a box, or what do you do, mate?
Bit of both, really. Like, I've got to give a big shout out to Ron. Ron sent me this, which is a more modern one, which is a nice carded example. And he also sent me, I haven't got it to hand actually, he sent me a Star Wars micro machine, bless him, which was really nice of him. But it depends what I just come across, really. I have got a lot of carded stuff behind me.
I'll say.
And,
Looks like
and
a
everything
shop
like that.
display.
And like,
That's cool.
Yeah, it looks really cool.
loads of these stuff. These are the original sets. So there was 11
Wow.
original sets done in 1987. But obviously Jesse will know this. It was different distributors around the world. So it was Glubin made them. But in the UK, we got a lot that had the rainbow toys sticker on the corner and stuff like that. And you get some that don't and some that do. And it just depends. Obviously, Geek do the Italian ones. Then you've got Famosa, is it? Or not Famosa? Famosa. I don't know what it's pronounced. The Spanish one.
Yeah.
So yeah, they I love it. I could talk all day, and I'm sorry, I just feel like I've bored your pants off for 2 minutes.
You haven't
Adam,
bored us
one
at
next
all,
one, mate.
mate. No, it's fascinating.
No,
mate.
it's good to learn about this stuff because
I
I don't
agree. Yeah.
collect micro machines, but I do run across them from time to time, and so
For
it's
me-
good to learn.
For me, it's split in certain sections. I don't know if Jesse will agree with this. So, like, I collect what I consider to be almost like the original early stuff, and then basically you've got slightly more modern early 90s, mid 90s. Then you get into the Star Wars. Then they also done like Aliens and Predator.
Yeah.
They done loads of different IPs. They went crazy.
And that's
with it.
the stuff I specifically collect is the later stuff,
Right.
the Action Fleet scale.
Cool.
So
Okay.
the 90s into Action Fleet. So
Mm.
some of the early stuff, some of the highways and byways,
Yeah.
but then also the Star Wars.
I'll have to keep an eye out because that kind of stuff I don't get. But if I see anything around, I did pick up though, thanks to VTR Day. Noticed them before I did. I've got to show these because I've got a few things that I've got that I picked up at NEC. But these are from Holland, I think, and they come in like a box. They look like they're a box of playing cards. But what you
Wow.
got was you got one micro machine in them, and you got some Panini stickers and some other bits and bobs. And these are just really I've never
Wow.
ever seen these in my life. And like, so what? I'll get the insides out, and like you get. So first of all, you get this little pamphlet, which kind of looks like that,
Whoa!
and then you get these are completely sealed, a set of random Panini stickers,
Wow.
and then you also get a little car.
Wow!
Yeah, so
Look.
it's- so
No,
he had
that's
about
amazing.
5 or 6 of them, and I said, "Where'd you pick them up from?" And he said, "Oh, I can't remember. Somewhere in Europe." And then I looked into it when I got home, and they look like they're Dutch. But
Now, I gotta ask. So the little car that's in there, is that something that you've seen before in another
No.
set, or
No.
is it like something totally unique that?
totally, I've not seen that in another set that I've come across. Now, I don't know if
Wow.
Jesse knows the later sets. It might be in a later set, but in one of mine, I haven't.
So one thing I do collect is Galoob catalogs.
Yeah.
There is no way an individual is going to collect everything.
No.
It is
Wow.
from the late 80s into the late 90s into the 2000s with Hasbro's acquisition. Micro Machines is this infinite void that you'll never be able to catch everything.
Wow.
It goes beyond Pokemon. There's just
Good
so
night,
much
Jace.
material.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice talking to you, gents. I'm going to jump off before I get into a coughing fit. But
No
Yeah.
problem at
nice
all,
to
mate.
see you
Hey,
all.
it was good to see you in person, Jesse. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to come back on.
And thank
Champs,
you
definitely.
thank you for sharing the knowledge with Adam about micro machines. It's really cool.
We
I
definitely
would
have to
do that
DM
more.
more because I will be able to, we can bore each other then about micro machines. So, and,
All right. Take care.
All right,
Cheers,
see you,
Jesse.
Jesse. Happy New Year.
Yeah.
George Aitken
Hope you
says
feel
I've got
better soon.
I've got
Just-
a few box Star Wars Action Fleet from the 90s. So
Yeah,
that's not
okay.
cool.
Yeah, I've got some of them.
What
So,
master?
Adam, can
Sorry.
I ask real quick, Adam? Do you?
A
So
few
I've got a
of them,
Yoda. I've got a Yoda head that opens up to
Yeah,
a,
I've got that
to a
one.
Dagobah play set. And do you have any bits and bobs? Like I might be missing a piece or two. I
Yeah,
didn't
I've
know
got it-
who to
I've got it complete.
contact.
I can tell you what you're missing. One moment.
Well, I don't need to know now. I'm just wondering if in the future we can talk and
Yeah,
maybe
sure
I
can.
can
But
figure
I
out
can
what I'm
probably,
missing.
I can
That's
probably tell you
exactly
now.
it. That's exactly it. Yeah.
So
That's
you get.
exactly it.
I can tell you all. There's quite a few bits actually. You look like you get a Vader and Obi-Wan,
I got
a
those.
Luke, a Yoda, a R2, an X-wing. It's all like So I'll send you over what I've got. But yeah, mine is complete. I know that.
Oh,
'Cause
Yeah,
I'm
we
very
can talk-
particular about them.
We can talk later, and I'll see what I'm missing, so I know what to track down. Thank you so much.
Something I would follow on from what Jesse was saying about how many there is. Like I've got over 300 little individual cars, and that is not even scratching the surface. Like I can't even like. I've got a lot of guides and like a lot of books. There's this book which is quite a famous book, which actually Luke gifted me a couple of Christmases back.
Oh,
And
cool.
that's got like all the variants in.
Oh my goodness!
Oh, that's
those are
cool.
Great pictures. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing pictures. And like basically there's things in here I've never ever seen before in my life.
What's the? Can you tell us the title of the book so if people want to?
So it's called Micro But Mini. And that's it. But it's a really cool like book. But I think it's a bitmap book. I don't think they're not like a massive. They're not going to cost you like a couple £100 or anything like that.
Right.
It's a fairly reasonable priced book. But if you're a Micro Machines collector, I feel like you've got to have it kind of thing. And the weird thing was, I was looking at one, and then before I brought one, Luke had sent me one, which was really nice of him. But I've had that for.
We'll have to do a stream on it one night because Jesse's just saying there the minute I'm on there and he's too sick. We're talking about. I'd do a micro mission, wouldn't you, Scoops? And
Yeah,
everybody
that'd be a
everywhere.
good idea. It would be a good idea.
definitely
Yeah.
do. Whilst we've got you big, you might as well show us what you got for Christmas then. You might as well.
With Russ. I'm going to be really honest, guys. I weren't sure if to come on because I'm on tomorrow the night stream, and I've got a lot of time on my hand at Christmas. I didn't want to bore everybody by constantly
You're not boring
being on
anybody,
YouTube.
mate.
So I will be very quick. But I did.
Well, Jason's asleep down there. We saw.
He's normally always asleep. It's all right. So for my Christmas, I asked for just money because I knew I was going NEC. So
We will be.
I've started getting into like battle beasts and that, but also these beast formers I managed to grab. These are like I got these off of Tom Pisario, who does a lot of Japanese stuff, and these are boxed, and these are just I just thought they're really cool. Like basically that's Optimus Prime with like a pirate
Leo Prime, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't know the names, but I think they're cool. So like, I'm still learning about them. But on that,
I love the battle beasts, man. Now those are so. Yeah, I've got those. Those are awesome.
Yeah, I've got quite a few of these now.
John, were they regular over here? Because I can never find battle beasts over here. Were these big over here in the 80s as we were in England?
But they're not cheap if they're complete.
They're not cheap. And
what are you doing with 30, 40, $50 depending on the
Wow, really?
Sometimes per figure they can be that much. Yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
So the early lines, series 1 and 2 are about in the UK are about 20-25 quid each. But you go to series 3 and 4 and you go to like Laser Beast, they're £150 a pop.
Yeah.
What the France for a battle?
They didn't make as many.
No.
Wow.
But see, I've been trying to find some because in one of the job lots I recently bought, I got 4 or 5 of the weapons. So I was like, ooh, now that I got the weapons, that's the hard part. So I'm trying to get the figures that go with the weapons because you can buy them without the weapons.
Yeah, I had the same trouble, John. It was like, what are these little silver gray weapons? You know, and finally I was like, Battle Beast. I was like, oh.
Yeah.
So the coolest thing as well is there's a guy at NEC who I've been communicating with before I went up to NEC, and he started doing custom battle beasts. Now I showed VTR Dave his stall, and VTR Dave I think fell in love with a couple of them as well. But I grabbed these two, so we've got a Storm Shadow and a Snake.
Oh wow! That's cool.
They're really cool, I think. And the way he makes them is quite amazing. So what he does is he gets Storm Shadow from a 3.75. And he shrinks the head down, by and I might get this wrong here. He wraps it in silicone and white spirit and leaves it for like a day or two, and it shrinks the size of the head. Sounds mad to me, but that's how they.
I've never heard of that before, but okay.
Yeah, it's mad, but that's how he makes them all. But he does everything. He does. And
now, are they painted? Are they regular figures? He finds like junk ones and paints them up. Is that what?
Yeah,
he does?
he uses the same body. So the body he uses is a one called the koala. I think is in series 2 or 3. It's not focusing very well, but yeah, that really. I had to get, because obviously I'm a G.I. Joe fan.
Yeah,
I had to get them too.
Can I just add to this for BTR? Tomorrow is the Tub Thumpers Gallery Night Part 2, but I promise I won't. I'll change the music on the gallery.
Yeah, that music.
The lovely Zoe, our Adam, and our Des with our side.
Not 20 hours long.
No.
And the only other 2 things I grabbed, which are kind of like Christmas presents to me, but I didn't grab them at NEC and that, but they were on back order from a very good friend of mine who has some contacts in the States. So got to be Top Gun, but this is quite a rare Top Gun Blu-ray.
It's got lenticular
cover.
Lenticular cover. Yeah. That's cool.
But it's actually a 3D film, so you get the 3D and the 2D film. Like I didn't even know they'd done Top Gun in 3D, but apparently it is. Just trying to find a TV that works in 3D will probably be impossible.
Gups, have you got to go, Gups?
Yeah, I got to go, guys.
All right. Well, thanks for coming on, mate. It's lovely to see you. All right,
New Year.
See you later.
And then the last thing, before then you can all I can breathe and you can all take a sigh of relief. Is I grabbed a tiger fish.
Nice.
So this is came over from America. They're really virtually impossible getting the UK Tiger Force.
Love
fish.
the Tiger Force stuff, man.
And I'm only missing now the Tiger Force Sting, which is like the recolor of the Vamp. I think is it? Yeah, and that's the only thing I'm missing. Now I've got all the Tiger Force vehicles.
Cool.
Wow.
So yeah, that's my next. But that is impossible to find whether it's in America or UK. I'm going over to Holland in May, so I'm hoping I can get it there. But you never know. So yeah, that's me. And I'll shut up. I promise.
Right. Well, I don't know why you say that. I find him fascinating, don't you, Steve? I love listening to you. I think you've got some great stuff.
Before you pass the torch, as it were, Adam, that behind you, is that a street set in the acrylic display case?
Yes. So in the original Micro Machine range, there was these things called Travel Cities.
Yeah.
And there was 12 of them that were originally made in 1987. And that's all 12 of them out of the box.
Together?
Yes.
Oh, that's badass.
Let me just see if I can move my webcam to show you a bit closer. So this might not work.
This is cool. This is great.
There you go.
Wow. Oh, that looks awesome.
That is fantastic.
You can't see it, but in there's some Easter eggs. So I've got a tiny little DeLorean Micro Machine in there. And I've got a spare Action Fleet Luke and R2D2 ordering fish and chips as well.
Wow.
What a way
you
to
have a
display
really
it,
nice setup here, dude. I've always admired
is...
your displays back there. That's
Thank
you.
Well,
really good job. Yeah,
well, you do know what they say, don't you? Adam Berry's stuff. Away. Looking about
yeah, I'm changing up the room as well in the next coming months, so that's a ongoing thing. So I will.
I think we all got that in plan, because
I
was thinking the same thing. I was like, man, if I move that one shelf out of the bedroom and put it in here, and then move that thing over there, and then put this thing over here, and then I get a new thing for that spot. I'm like, I will. By the time I'm done, I will have gained this much space to put more stuff out. Yeah.
Hey, lads, before we carry on, I wonder what this lad got for Christmas. I wonder if our dad's got any Star Wars for Christmas.
No,
I've got a couple of bits.
Really?
Not strictly speaking for Christmas, but what we were just saying about rearranging.
Oh, yeah.
Jeez, I can't believe the size of that thing. It's
the size
massive.
of a love seat.
It is huge, absolutely huge, which is great. But yeah, so I've got to where I thought I was going to put it. I'm going to have to move it somewhere else. So might be a bit of rearrangement.
Maybe hang it over the bed. I don't, you know.
I'm thinking more the dining table.
Oh yeah, your wife would love that. Yeah, she'd be a big fan of that. Put it in the thistle do. Stick it on the thistle do roof. You know what I mean?
Then
That's
she
the coat of
would
arms.
If you're in the bed and the ropes break one night, you're dead.
Yeah,
You just won't wake up.
Ropes, 'cause it just made me laugh. On the box, it says 2 people to carry it.
Wow,
that's how heavy it is. So, but strictly speaking, that wasn't Christmas. That was sort of pre-Christmas. But off my brother-in-law.
Oh no!
Oh wow!
Yeah,
The next 17.
Is that one of those the next 17 scoops?
Yeah, next 17.
Right.
Yeah.
So I've got that little chap.
And what do you think of him? The next 17 figures, you like them?
I think they're good. Yeah.
Yeah, I like. They go very well with the Kenner.
Well, my brother-in-law is a big vintage customizer, and I want to get him involved, but he's sort of he's shyer than I am. So
we'll have to get him on.
He's sort of a bit reluctant.
No, he'll be fine. Get him on with us, lot. He'll be all right.
So I've got quite a few. I picked a lot of these up at Echo, or
nice.
I've got some from the NEC. It's what I picked up myself, and then I'll give them to the girls or to whoever to sort of gift me back.
What, like Keith's son did?
A couple there.
Yeah.
Delvian said, having to do the same thing, Des, moving my room around this week to fit the ghost in. It's a nice problem to have, though.
Exactly, yeah. And I've got my brother-in-law got me that as well.
Oh, that's cool.
That was £9 at Star Action.
Huh.
Oh.
Wow.
£9.
Wow.
So
yeah, that's a great price.
A little pickup from NEC.
Nice.
Cool.
Did you Des, did you pick up much there? Because I know we saw each other as you left, but I think you had hidden all your stuff. Like you didn't have it on like in view. So did you pick up a lot from there?
It literally, I think, in the last hour,
Right,
or the last sort of 10 minutes, I picked up, which I was chuffed about. We went back to the bloke. That's for me, Ewok Village.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
yeah.
I'll pick that up.
Gotta have the drum.
So I was chuffed to get that, and I got a couple of the VC figures. Where are they? I've got Hunter and
okay, yeah.
So they're a couple of the older figures that I needed. So I got those for a good price.
Did you dance the yub nub when you found the drum?
Yeah.
Well, we went back to the guy. Because there was a guy that was there that he was just manning the stall. Can I have a look through this box of delights?
Yeah.
He said, the bloke's not here at the moment. You'll have to come back. So I was like, okay. So we went away and come back. Oh, he's been and gone. Can you come back? Eventually we got it. So I'm glad we did persevere. I went back. This was the official present off Mrs. T.
Nice.
Well done.
So I haven't opened it yet.
That's cool.
What else do we get? Because it's Star. This is off my old man. Because it's Star Wars. That's a typical because it's Star Wars jigsaw.
Jigsaw. Oh, Des will love that. He'll love it.
That was off Zoe.
Nice.
From 98.
Well done, Zoe.
So I'm chuffed with that. You'll have to do a stream on our albums, Shabby.
Yeah, I will, definitely.
And I got that off Zoe as well.
Oh, that's cool.
And it's a 6-inch one, so it's quite a big chap. So I'm chuffed with that.
That's what they all say.
And Mrs. T, and this is DTM's fault. Where are we?
Oh, they're cool. Yeah, they're cool.
Oh, slick.
I didn't know they did them.
Who made those?
They're mini mates. They're like a sort of a brick head sort of thing.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
And then that off her brother.
Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah.
So that finishes the set of all the Back to the Future.
Wow.
That's all. So you've caught up. Brilliant.
So yeah, a good
It's a great Christmas. That no old crisp packets.
No old crisp packets.
So yeah, good time. But the best thing about over the Christmas period when we went NEC, and I see Adam at Leicester Vintage on Boxing Day. He's meeting up with Adam.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah,
Stu and Georgie, VTR,
Cool.
Matt, and Julian. Oh, did you see the pictures of what Julian bought?
Yeah, that's freakish.
Yeah.
We walked in there, and the guy who's selling them had about 3 or 4 ventriloquist dummies.
Yikes!
And
would not have that in the house.
I just see him in a bag, and I thought, oh, someone's bought them. And then I looked at it and went, bloody Julian.
I do not, TJC.
It was,
my mum was gutted she couldn't make it. It was a bloody shame. They got all the way to Manchester, sighing my mum, and the bloody trains were cancelled, weren't they? So she had loads of cakes for you all and everything. So
I'm saying that makes it worse that she had cake.
Yeah. I didn't manage to get any breakfast. I would have hoovered them up.
Yeah. Did you have a nice Christmas overall then, Des?
Yeah, great. Yeah, we went to the Thistledew on Christmas Eve.
That's
very exclusive.
We had everybody around ours for Christmas dinner on Christmas Day.
I'm going to say to Scuba, when Scuba goes back to England, we're going to make a plan for Scuba to get barred from the thing.
Scuba will be the doorman.
I can be the bouncer.
Oh, brilliant! The Thistledew. Oh, I absolutely love that. Oh, well, awesome, Des. Right, our Jace, the last one of the night. Hey, Jace, did you have a nice Christmas, Bubba?
Yeah, good.
Yeah. What did you get for Christmas, son? What did you get?
Well, all for my brother. I got this thing that you probably won't recognise, but I'm sure Shabby and a couple others will.
Yeah. Wow.
Mandalorian Dalek.
Look at that.
Davros.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
He scared the life out of me as a kid.
Right?
Scared the life out of me.
Him in his one hand.
Yeah.
You're always welcome, Scoobs, at the
That's
Thistle.
cool.
Oh, thank you, Zoe.
Does remind me of something else, but I can't think at the moment. Do you remember the Smash adverts?
Yeah,
That's what I was thinking, yeah.
Definitely the top part reminds me of that.
Yeah, it does.
That's cool.
No, he also bought me. Now it's really coming to a theme, really. He also got me this.
Nice.
What's that? Doctor Who.
Yeah, the Blu-ray.
Wow, okay.
Season 24.
Wow.
So I've only got 1 to 23 to get, and plus what other season.
Is that Sylvester McCoy?
Sylvester McCoy.
That's late 80s kind of era then,
Yeah,
isn't it?
probably 1987 if it's the last one. I do think it might be the last year he done.
Okay.
Not sure.
Right. Is he your favourite Doctor? Is he your favourite one?
No.
Just a good
My favourite one was number 3. He was not my Doctor. Tom Baker was my Doctor. But when I started watching videos, Joe Pertwee became my favourite Doctor. So he was very much action and James Bond style.
Yeah,
gotcha. Yeah, when I was a kid, it was Tom Baker, who I always watched on TV and over here.
Yeah, same as BOE here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Keith
that's
Knight
what
says
CBS was showing.
I've met him. I've met some of them as well.
Keith Knight says, I love Davros. When I eventually end up in a mobility scooter, I'm going to customize it.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Why not?
He wouldn't need any makeup.
Keith wants to be him so he can have one hand that controls.
The last gift that my brother got
the
for
other
me
hand.
APGN.
is a custom Lego Star Wars thing.
Oh, that's cool.
So a bit like your Shabby and Scuba's Christmas house.
Yeah.
It's not official.
No, but the quality's there now, isn't it? And that's the thing that me and Scoobs were talking about. The quality was there.
So I'm looking forward to build that at some point.
Yeah.
That's it, really. Half I cut equipment for my channel, like new battery packs and stuff like that.
Kadimi's going up in the world, Jess. Look at him, new stuff on the channel.
Well, he needs all that because he's headed back to Thailand soon, so he's got to be prepped and ready.
Only 43 days time to go. No, I'm counting.
I knew it wasn't too long.
Yeah.
No.
Well, that's absolutely brilliant. Scoops, we've seen some awesome stuff tonight,
Right?
pal. Some great stuff. And I don't understand it why Adam says he bores people with his stuff. I find it, I love that. So I think we've all said that, haven't we? You know, oh, what's that?
There you go. That's Micro Machines.
Yeah, I've got that one. That's cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I got that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a trash compactor a little bit
Yeah.
in there, isn't it? Wow.
They're all scenes from the film.
Mhm.
That's what's really cool about them. But I can't remember which. I'm definitely missing one or two, but I've got about 12 of them. But I can't remember what ones are missing.
Message me for the ones.
You got the red one, Adam.
Do you class the little heads as them as well, Adam?
Huh?
Do you class because you get ones that are real small?
Yeah, I don't get them ones. No,
Do
I
they-
don't get them ones.
But are they still sort of classed as micro machines though?
Yeah, they're part of the Star Wars Micro Machines range, but it's like they're offshoots really. It's like anything. Even the Action Fleet is like an offshoot really. Like there's the traditional Micro Machines, and then there's what they, like I said, they done Power Rangers, they done Predator, they done loads of them. Some of the Predator and Alien
They did
sets are
Star
really
Trek.
expensive.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't
Star
know they did
Trek,
Star
yeah.
Trek.
Oh,
Mhm. I had a load back at
Live
some
long and
point.
collect.
No, I just find it's like well, we've always said it, haven't we? One of my favorite things about we're a huge lover of toys, aren't we? Regardless of what we collect, if we don't. So when people come on with different stuff, I'm all for
It'd
that.
be boring as hell if we all just got the same exact.
The same stuff, yeah.
And it makes it better when you see the passion that Adam's got for it.
Yeah,
100% our desk.
It just sort of also you're listening, but you're listening more. You know,
Yeah.
which
Well, I just like to, like a toy collector of all things toys, Micro Machines is something I never really delved into. And so having someone like Adam or Jesse sort of go over the line would be really cool and just show off the different things that there's stuff that I've probably never seen. But yet I come across stuff when I buy job lots of stuff because I'm one of those guys that my preferred way of collecting is trying to find junk drawers that people have just dumped in piles, and they go, here, you can have all the stuff for $5. And I fish through and get all the G.I. Joe and Star Wars stuff out, and then I've got this extra stuff, that I get rid of, and
007. I'll tell you a story. I bought a job lot from a yard sale about 2 years ago, and they had loads of Micro Machines Return of the Jedi stuff in there.
Yeah.
And they had Jar Jar Binks' head that you could open up as well. Little things like that. And they had the Death Star and the X-Wing you put on it. And went down. I put it up for sale because I thought I don't want it. It was swapped up like that. I don't know whether I put it up too cheap or whatever. I've never sold anything so fast in my life. As soon as I put it up, boom, gone. So
I've got you then. I'll show you a couple of things because you mentioned something there.
Okay, pal.
Hey, in England, did you have the Micro Machine guy that talked super fast?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
he was the same voice actor, the voice actor that did Blur on the Transformers.
Yep.
Cheers, PGM.
So I brought out, just quickly grabbed a couple of Micro Machines things, but like I said, Jesse sounds like he knows a lot more of the later stuff, whereas I feel like my speciality is the earlier stuff, although this is kind of in between. But this is one thing I always thought was cool. So this is the Death Star.
Ooh, I like that version.
But the coolest thing about it is you've got a lever on the back. Let's see if it breaks when I do it.
Wow. That's awesome. That's awesome.
The whole like I've got all the miniatures there. So
I like the badge. The badge is in the cantina and everything.
Yeah.
Wow.
You've even got a really gross out thing here. You've got a little in here. There's a little floor thing you can flip over, and it's the charred remains of.
Oh my gosh!
No,
like
blowing it in Peru.
Yeah. So but that's really cool. You just use one lever, goes back together.
No.
We just don't get like that anymore, do we?
One last cool thing, which I think is really cool, Micro Machines, which I did put up on my Instagram literally this evening, which is one of my favorite pickups this year, and I just wanted to share it quickly. Is they done a couple of different sets of these? I think they've done 2 or 3, but they were mail away sets. So you've got like a mail away. Mailer box and stuff like that, and you've got this letter with it saying, you've sent off for these mail away special edition things, and they were gold So they're all in baggy, but they were gold micro machines.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they're all like, I've never taken them out the baggies.
No.
What is this, like a limited edition or an exclusive? What's
Yeah,
that?
they were mail-aways. So you got different sets. So this one I think is the easier set to find. But I say easy. This is the only set I've seen in 3 years that's come up.
Wow.
So but this is the easiest set. But these are, yeah, I don't know. Jesse might know a bit more about them, but these are definitely hard to get. And
so you got all 5 in one pack.
yeah, and then you got the little mailer box, and you can read. It says on there, "Thanks for sending for these limited edition gold vehicles. You are now the owner of an exclusive limited edition, not sold in any stores," and stuff like that. And he's got a few other little blurbs on it.
Wow.
But that, like, it's crass to talk about money, but you would think that would be really expensive because they're quite hard to get and all that. But I didn't pay an awful lot. I would I think it was just shy of £100 for that mailer set, which
really good.
which you know, I don't think is a lot of money for something that never really comes up at all.
Yeah.
Like
So many of those mail-aways are. I mean, you get into the vintage Star Wars mail-aways, and it's like,
Yeah, price.
Exactly that. That was my thought process on
Well,
it.
and the vintage GI Joe. Think about some of those mail-aways are hundreds
the Build
of
a
dollars.
Cobra. And,
Yeah.
what do you do with
geez.
$500?
You can't touch them. Yeah.
Yeah. So no, it's just there are a couple of weeks. Like I said, I could talk for England about it, but there's a couple of
Well,
just.
I tell you what, if any of these are interested, or anyone in the chat is interested, I'll set up a bag because I'm fascinated by it. So if any of you lads want to come back on and we'll do a micro machine stream, let's do it. Do you know what I mean? Let's all
I'm always up for it. The best way would be to me if I did do that, Shabby, I'd send you some pre-done pictures because I've got so many sets that it would be hard for me to actually physically show them because they're so tiny. I can't really hold them and all that. But
no
problem.
problem.
I could talk you through like that. But yeah, like I said, it would be something if Jesse was up for it. He might like.
Well, he's got no choice now. He's been on Shabby's now we own him. We own.
He
Jesse
might know
now,
a bit more than me about the later stuff because once he got past sort of 93, 94, I kind of checked out. And for me, really, 87 to 90 is probably my real time. I look for all the early stuff. So
yeah. Well, definitely. Yeah, right. We'll get some.
Yeah, Shabs, get the two of them together and get some Planet. And
yeah, I mean, and like I say, you know what
watch.
it's like at Shabby's. You're all more than welcome on it. So yeah, I think we'll set up something like that because I find it fascinating. I really, really do. Right. Well, we've come to an end. Awesome. I want to thank Scuba Pete especially for helping me co-host this. Cheers, Scoobs. I appreciate that.
Blast.
Thanks for all coming on. It's been brilliant looking at what you got for Christmas and what you found at the conventions and everything else. I just thought, you know what I'm like for Christmas. I just thought I'll end my Christmas with a nice what is it?
A nice Easter egg.
A nice Easter egg, exactly right. Has anyone got anything coming up? I've got galleries tomorrow. So the Tub Thumpers Part 2 gallery is with Adam and Zoe and Des tomorrow. And so
me
then
again.
we're
Sorry,
finishing up
guys. Me again.
don't be that. But, I'll start off with Jason and I'll move across. Jason, have you got anything coming up you want to talk about before we go?
Yeah, I got a model shop coming up on the 7th.
Oh, nice.
I've got a couple, and I also got Faversham. I keep saying Farnborough, but it's not. I went to Faversham the other day and filmed that, so I got that coming out as well.
Okay, great stuff. Scoobs, anything coming up, Bubba?
Nothing, super quick. Just we've got the Chasing 80s holiday special out. So
Yeah,
check
and
that
it's
out if you
awesome.
haven't.
It's great. Yeah. Johnny Boy, what about you?
Well, January is my 10-year anniversary. My first geeky related toy, comic, video game related video was in January of 2015. So January of 2025 is exactly 10 years doing this YouTube channel, the Super Awesome Geek Show. So a lot of guys have been up for it. Scuba and them played on our Christmas Wheel of Fortune game.
That was fun.
And fun with that. So I'm going to do a series of 4 games in January, 1 each Sunday. And I think I'm going to try for noon Eastern time on Sundays because I think that time slot fits in between Rum and the rest of the game shows like Stew and those things. So
yeah,
long as it doesn't overlap with anyone, that's the time for.
Hey, listen, if it does, it does. Do you know what I mean?
If we, if I'd like to try not to overlap if we can help
it's hard. I think it's because there's so many of us now doing it, isn't there?
is,
So it's like, but yeah, I understand what you're saying. Well, that sounds awesome.
We'll do a short little 4-week tournament to celebrate the, and we'll look back in the past and check out some of my first videos I ever made.
From the vault.
From the vault.
During the time, but yeah, so we'll be looking for players for that. I know we've got a couple people on the panel here that have already said they wanted to play, and some people in the chat. So we'll make sure we
I'll
get
come on and do it. As
long
long as you don't put me with Joseph Michaels again, because I have never. I tell you what, honestly, Pete, I honestly thought, has this fella ever left his house? He knew everything. Halfway through a sentence, he knew the answer, and I was like, "What the fuck?" Adam,
he's a smart guy, that guy. Yeah.
He's very smart, lovely fella. Adam, you coming up, buddy?
Obviously tomorrow we've got the galleries part 2, which would be good. I've then got me and Stu have got our mid-season football review, which I know is a bit different from the toys, but obviously a lot of us are for our pains. Obviously, some not so much at the moment, but we're all football fans to a degree. So we've got that coming up. And then that's probably about it from me at the moment, which is probably a good thing. Because like I said, I feel like I'm appearing on your internets far too much.
So take care, everyone. Shabby, it's not that there's many people doing live streams, it's just you and you. Cheers, VT. Right, our Des, have you got anything coming up hard, Des, you want to talk about before we go?
No, on tomorrow night with your good self. It's all going to be all right tomorrow?
I hope so. I said to Simon, because I messaged him before, and I said, Si, you don't have to come on tonight and all that. And he said, he'll probably make it for tomorrow because it's like 9 o'clock tomorrow night. Isn't it? If not, so
I ain't doing his magic trick.
Oh no, we got the magic trick all sorted out tomorrow. Question of the week all sorted. So it'll be a good one. Well, anyway, let's just get back down here before we go. Don't mention the West Ham result. Shabby mentioned it earlier, but I think he got away with it. I won't mention that. Adam, your top 5 pickups on Insta need a shout out too.
Oh yeah. Go to my Instagram stories. Cheers for that, Connor. And just there's no voting. Just have a look at the top 5 things I got this year.
Well, perfect. So yeah, we'll see you all tomorrow night. Thank you all so much. Again, we've had over 50 in all night. So honestly, I'm speechless. Thank you all so much. Cheers, Scoobs. I really appreciate you coming out here. And thanks everyone for coming on and joining in. It's been awesome. All right, boys. Happy New Year. We'll see you all tomorrow. See you later.
Be good.
Stay on.